All right, guys. Welcome to Game Cloth Chat Pack episode 6. Here we have Adam Araque. I said that right?
Yes, you did.
Okay. I practiced very hard. I'm Pterodactyl, your host, my co-host Brosteroni over here.
Hey everyone.
We're going to be talking to Adam about some Guitar Hero / other games he plays, as well as his album that came out a few months ago. Is that correct?
Yes, back in
late last
November.
year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just threw it in the void.
Yeah. So we're gonna be talking. We're gonna be talking to Adam here on our little chat pack thingy, and we're gonna get started. But first of all, how are you guys doing today?
I'm doing pretty well.
I'm pretty good. We're staying hydrated, as you can see.
Yes.
Perfect.
I'm drinking white milk.
Yeah.
Hydrated, like I said. Yeah. This is all just chocolate milk. Literally.
There we go.
Chocolate milk.
All right. We'll get started here. My first question for you is, what do you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name's Adam Araque. I grew up here in Northeast Indiana. Did you, Derek? Did you grow up around here?
Yeah, I've pretty much lived up and down US 120 and 20, pretty much north. Like, I lived in Angola, I lived in Shipshewana, I lived in...
That's right, we talked about that before,
Yeah,
I was born in Angola. Just kind of moved around that area all my life. Angola, DeKalb, and Fremont, which is just like tinier Angola. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah,
you know, been all over the tri-state my whole life.
Yeah.
I don't even get out of the state often, to be honest.
Right. I hear you.
I mean, who is right now with the pandemic?
Yeah.
You know,
that was good anyway.
Especially right now.
Yeah.
You know, I guess started wanting to have an interest in music when I was like 13, and then just been in a whole mess of bands since high school.
Right on.
Mm-hmm.
I already got a comment on the Facebook here. Do blondes have more fun, Adam?
You know what? I so far I'm having more fun. I think so. I don't really know if there's a meter to like tell, but I feel like I'm thriving.
Right. Good.
You know.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
All right.
This blonde is having fun.
Hell yeah, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
All right.
Who cares about the rest of them?
Fuck them all. What do you do for a living?
Right now, what I do for a living? Well, back in November, I quit my warehouse job of 3 years because I hated it. Plus, I moved here to Fort Wayne, so it was gonna be in the equation eventually. But I ended up quitting that job a lot sooner than I thought. You know, I didn't exactly hate it. I got really, really sick of it. But I hated working there. I still enjoyed most of the people I worked with. But yeah, right now what I do for a living is actually just Instacart, and that's all I've been doing to pay my bills while I write more music. You know?
Oh yeah.
How many carts a day do you have to take to make enough?
I can usually so you get like a list of like batches, and you get a bunch of orders, and it tells you what they'll pay up front. So like I get to choose like the highest paying ones usually is what I go for.
Yeah.
They're usually more items, but it takes me to Kroger, tells me where everything is, and I throw all that shit in a cart and then deliver it to some suburban mom's house, and she's happy, I'm happy.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's a good deal.
It works out for both of you guys.
Low stress.
Suburban mom and
it pays
you.
the bills. It is pretty low stress. I get to message them, ask how their day is doing sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Every once in a while, they're mean to me, but not really. Like, it's usually pretty chill.
Yeah, well, you know how it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right on. What you got the questions, right, James? Too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What are some of your hobbies?
My hobbies right now, literally, besides like doing music, I literally just go exercise, usually running. I actually really enjoy running, and I have since high school. And just playing video games here and there, and that's literally about it for now. Yeah, like I don't
Not much to do.
Yeah, there ain't much to do. Before then, like I don't even know what hobbies. I guess like it's fun to go out with my friends to abandoned places. I do that every once in a while.
Yeah.
Abandoned places, like so, like are you into ghosts and stuff, or like, or you just mean like just chilling in like
not necessarily that? Like. No, I'm not necessarily like Zach Baggins, just more like just going to empty places. You know, okay. We're not like Ghost Adventures or anything. We're not like bringing the Ouija board, like see if I can contact Grandma. I'm more just like going out there just to, I don't know. So like we went to this.
In trouble.
Yeah. I mean, like, my friends Matt and Haley, they do that semi-regularly. They go out and they explore just around Indiana, just abandoned or forgotten places. And I went with them one weekend to a couple of houses that they knew that were just abandoned. We walk into this one, and it's literally just like a capsule in time. Like you just go in there, and I mean, like this whole place is like basically like just trashed, but like the couch is still there, the TV is still there.
Oh, wow.
You go upstairs, there was like actual clothes in the closet. I watched Matt just grab a flannel out of the closet, and he wears that now. So, I mean, it was honestly kind of sick. Like I said, it was just like a time capsule. I don't know. It's like those like levels in Silent Hill when they like turn upside down and they're all decrepit. Right. It looked like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. That's pretty badass.
It was awesome. I want to do it again with them sometime.
Yeah.
Sometime soon, hopefully.
There used to be an old mental hospital downtown Indy that you could
always
get into illegally.
Right.
Was terrifying to see. But I never got into it, but I knew some people that did.
Well, why not?
I knew of one. I knew of one, like, I want to say it was east of Muncie that I actually went with my friend Joey. And I don't think we ever went inside, but we ended up just going back to my car.
Yeah. It's freaky.
We weren't really feeling about it. There was just a weird vibe. It was pitch black out. We were just like, nah, man, we're just trying to vibe. I'm not trying to
by demons.
Like I said, I'm not Zach Baggins.
Yeah.
He goes in there and he's like, fight me, bro. I'm just like, okay. And then he wonders why he cries every episode.
Because he's terrified.
Yeah.
He's a character. I love Zach Baggins.
Hell yeah.
I haven't watched any of his shows, but I know of him just from other people or shows I listen to. That
it's a feel good show. Truly, honestly, I don't know, something about it. And like the places they go to are really sick too. Like they're really just like you learn about the place. You know.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool.
Cool.
Like supernatural in real life.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. Love that show.
Zach Baggins is just real life Luigi's Mansion.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Yeah. Speaking of Luigi's Mansion, a good segue here. Yeah. What kind of games are you into, Adam?
I do have Luigi's Mansion 3. Have you played it yet?
No, I don't. I just started getting back into like Switch games because like I gave my son my Switch and I haven't had one for a while, but my lady has one, so like.
Nice.
I was like, all right, I started buying some more, but I haven't gotten that one yet. No, I haven't played it.
What games do you play on the Switch, if you play any right now?
I just started Pokemon Sword.
Nice.
I just bought Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. I don't have many, to be honest. My girlfriend has Animal Crossing, and she also plays... I can't think of it. Stardew Valley. So.
People love that game.
Yeah.
I remember I had Animal Crossing. I have Animal Crossing. I bought that as soon as that came out, day one, and then I had a town, and then like 2 months into it is probably when I stopped playing. They're probably all dead. Isabel's probably killed Tom Nook.
Yeah.
I abandoned that place. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those abandoned places that you liked going to, like
yeah.
years later.
Yeah.
You go back. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh my god. Isabel starts up her she always has the daily news thing. She goes, "A body has been discovered."
Yeah. Tom Nook's corpse was found buried behind.
Yeah. Isabel's the captain now. Anyway. Yeah, I play a lot of Smash Ultimate with my friends.
Right on. Yeah.
There's 5 of us, but 5 core of us that all play it constantly, whether it's online or occasionally at each other's houses, and we just we can play that for 2 or 3 hours straight, man. It's wild.
Yeah.
And they're all really good at it too.
Hell yeah. That competition is fun. I love gaming competition.
I'm just good enough that I feel like I'm better than casuals, but not nearly good enough to play in tournaments.
Right.
So,
There's such a gap.
So what I'm saying is I suck, but it's still a good time.
Trash.
I love it. I wouldn't care if I was the worst player in the world. It's just one of the most fun games ever. Same with Mario Kart 8. I play a lot of that online with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
then I used to love Mario Party.
Oh yeah. Mario Party is a good one.
Really get toxic, but
Sure.
It's a good toxic time.
It's a good toxic time. If you're into toxicity,
definitely.
Here's a good time.
Listen to down.
Yeah.
But yeah, games growing up, I've always been a huge Zelda fan. I'm a pretty decent Resident Evil fan, especially the newer ones. I can't wait for 8 to come out, of course.
Yeah.
I actually just beat the Resident Evil 3 remake finally. And I never played the old Resident Evils. I tried to play one before 4, because 4 was the first one I played. And that was the first one that was kind of just normal third person. Before that, they were the fixed camera angles.
Yeah.
And trying to go back to that play style as someone who didn't grow up with it, I was like, nah, this ain't.
Oh, yeah.
It's like when I played GoldenEye and I was like, this is it. But also I didn't grow up with it, so I get it.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
totally.
There's plenty of games that are pieces of shit that I still love.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah.
Not to say GoldenEye's a piece of shit.
It definitely wasn't a piece of shit back then, but given today's standards, it's like,
and it's stuck in its time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you there.
Going back to it now, I'm sure that would be
now
frustrating.
Halo, that's timeless.
Timeless, yeah.
You're exactly right. Although the Halo, I have the Master Chief Collection on Xbox, so we'll go back and play Halo multiplayer, and we'll get into the Halo 1 matches, and I'm like, man, this is rough. This is a little rough. But Halo 2 and beyond, it was okay, honestly, this is fine. But the first one, Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I actually want an I was looking for maybe just a cheap Xbox One model, even if it's just the all digital one, just to play the Master Chief Collection. I saw I've been wanting to play that Rare Replay forever because it's got the Banjo-Kazooies on it, and
right?
Conker's Bad Fur Day, and
Viva Pinata. That's my game, dude.
I never played that one. I
love that game.
But I would get into it. I focus on Viva Pinata probably. But yeah, just to play through a few Xbox games. And I figured I'll just wait maybe a year or two once the Xbox Ones are really cheap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The Series X is bigger than ever, because I have my 360, but it just doesn't really. I mean, I can't play Rare Replay on it or the Master Chief Collection.
Right.
What's the point?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So
time to upgrade.
Right. So you mentioned a lot of games, but I noticed you didn't mention Guitar Hero. But I'm gonna be getting it.
A lot of, I loved the Guitar Heroes growing up. Also, Mortal Kombat, Dark Souls series.
I was just saying that because I'm going to be getting into Guitar Hero questions like right after
We
this.
can,
So,
we can go into Guitar Hero.
All right. But one question before that: how long have you been playing video games for? Like since you were a kid, then?
Oh yeah, since I was 5. Since I we had a Super Nintendo growing up. That was like the first console I played on, and just like I don't know, the feeling of beating Super Mario World for the first time. Like I still remember that. And then when I got an N64, I remember beating that and like beating Bowser for the first time in that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just childhood nostalgia. I got the Mario 3D All Stars collection on the Switch, so I got to like go through Mario 64 again for like the 20th time. I love that fucking game so much.
Right. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, so you like Guitar Hero and Rock Band?
I do.
Do you prefer one over the other, or do you like them about the same?
I like Guitar Hero more. There's something about this is kind of weird, but like I think Rock Band's harder. Like I think they make it harder to hit the notes. I don't know what it is. Like in Guitar Hero, I feel like there's like more of an open window to hit all those notes, which maybe makes me sound like a bitch. I don't know. But like Rock Band's hard because they have Through the Fire and Flames on Rock Band and Guitar Hero. I cannot beat Through the Fire and Flames on Rock Band. I physically can't. They make it the note mapping is different too. They make it impossible to hit those notes. I think what it is, I think this is true, I'm not sure. But you know how on the Rock Band controller they have like the notes up here and then like notes way up here as well.
Mm-hmm.
They say that during like the solo parts you can hit the like higher notes and tap them without having to strum, I think
that's
I'm not 100%
during solos.
sure
so you can use both your hands. Yeah, that makes sense.
So like they make those solos like mapped out way harder to the point where you're gonna need to use 2 hands, but since I have only Guitar Hero controllers, I can't actually like I can't do that shit. I'm not that good, I'm not 100% full combo good. I just played expert a lot growing up,
Yeah. Got the muscle.
Didn't have a lot of friends in middle school, so
it was Guitar
So
Hero.
how did you get so good? I guess so good at it. You said you're not that good, but like you play expert. You played expert a lot. Like you just played it a lot.
Oh yeah, when I was 7th grader, I think 13. It was Christmas, and I really wanted a Wii for Christmas. I really wanted that, and my dad saw the Wii versus the Xbox 360, and during that time the 360 had the better Black Friday deal, so my dad was like, fuck that, I'm getting the 360. Like I would probably do the same. And at first I saw it and I was a little bummed. I was like, it's not a Wii, but also like I was like, this dude still like got me an entire console, like this is awesome. So I was like, I'm gonna play the 360. Then I got Gears of War for it too, and I was like, okay, this is actually really tight. I'm really glad I got this 360.
Yeah
But and it was bundled with Guitar Hero 3. So I was like, this is cool. Like I didn't like I've never played this game. They look fun. I like played it for like 2 seconds before with like other friends, and I was like, this is really cool. Now I have it myself. And it was like the first console I had where I actually had a console that was up to date. Like I was always like a generation behind. I had the SNES when like the N64 was popular. I had N64 when like GameCube and PS2 were popular. I had the GameCube for a little bit while like the Wii and Xbox just came out, and then I got the 360. And I was like, hell yeah! Like now I can play online with my friends and stuff. And I got Guitar Hero 3, and like any Guitar Hero chump, you start out on easy, and I just kind of I don't know. I found out like, oh, like it's just a rhythm-based game, and I don't know. I always like felt like I had a decent sense of rhythm, and I kept progressing from easy to medium to hard. Then I like felt really accomplished when I even like beat a song on hard.
Yeah.
And then eventually I was just like, all right, bet. And I got to expert, and then I was like still a 7th grader playing Through the Fire and Flames, and then being like, is this my life now? Like,
this is
I
life
am
now?
the Guitar Hero.
Yeah. I was just I felt weird about it. I was like, I'm 13. This is badass. This is my biggest accomplishment yet.
Yeah.
Right.
Expert on everything.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. I mean, that is pretty big accomplishment for 13. You know.
Oh
They're
yeah,
still
for sure. For sure.
playing
That's
outside like
dope.
idiots.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your favorite Guitar Hero game? Do you have a favorite?
I think the best one is probably Metallica.
Yeah.
But that's because
I
I
can
love
see that.
Metallica. I mean, if you don't like
Yeah.
Metallica, you're gonna fucking hate that one.
Because
But,
it's just Metallica, that guys.
Yeah.
I think the best mainstream one, or of the like main numbered entries, I would say either 3 or 5. 5's like the
Yeah.
best party game. That's like the best like rock band competitor.
Yeah.
It's just, you can have the most fun in that one. World Tour sick. I think they're all sick, but like,
Yeah.
you know, Guitar Hero 5 is just the best like multiplayer like party in the living room style one. And then I think Guitar Hero 3 just has, hands down, I think like a perfect set list, especially with like the main set list and progression of it.
Mhm.
Like there's just not a song you don't want to play when you go through it.
Yeah, that's always a hard choice. Like, man, which one do I want to play next?
Yeah. And like in those older Guitar Heroes, a lot of those songs, especially in like 1 and 2, those were almost all covers of the actual song.
Right. Yeah.
Because it was
I wondered about that.
Yeah, I guess like the licensing. I think it was just cheaper to cover them, probably.
When did
Probably,
they? Did they eventually get licensing?
Oh yeah,
in those
like
games?
in like World Tour and on, like I think all of those songs are the actual recordings. Sometimes they get an artist in to like re-record the song. Like they did that with like Motorhead's like Ace of Spades. I think they re-recorded that.
Yeah.
You can kind of tell when they did too, because there'll be like a different year on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like it'll be like Ace of Spades 2008. Like, oh, that didn't come out in 2008. But like, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a re-recording. I don't know why they can't just put the year it actually came out, but kind of confusing.
Copyright. They have to cite their sources.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta cite it.
But yeah, like 3 is just like a perfect set list front to back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
What you've played all the Rock bands, or no?
I've played 1, 2, and 3. I haven't played 4. That's like on the PS4. I haven't bought the game.
Yeah.
I guess I could, since I have a PS4. But
have you played? I'm assuming you haven't played Guitar Hero World Tour because you don't have.
No, I actually have. I mean,
Okay.
I have that because you gave it to me. Thank you, by the way. But yeah, I played that when I was younger too. I love the set list of that one too. Like I said, I think they're all really sick games.
Oh, okay. All right. I was gonna ask you what rock band was your favorite. I don't know if that's still a valid question.
I would say 2 or 3.
Okay.
I think 3 is like the best party one, just like 5 is for Guitar Hero, because 3 has the one with the keyboard, and that's like the only rock band that they implemented a keyboard instrument, which I have now because I just bought it off my friend. I'm actually just looking for a drum set and a microphone now for the 360, and then I'll have a good setup for when my friends want to play it.
Right.
Yeah.
I got a comment here from Jacoby Lyons. He says, I highly enjoyed Guitar Hero Live.
Commander.
More so Guitar Hero TV, which had some great potential but died faster than it should have, if you ask me. So that's the most recent Guitar Hero game that was on the next gen consoles.
Yeah. That was the reboot of it where they changed the style up, and it wasn't the 5-button layout anymore. It was like 3 buttons here, 3 buttons here, so it was 6 buttons total, like
it's
in a row, back to back. Yeah, that one. And
so it's more like a guitar chord kind of that you play, but yeah,
it looks a lot more confusing. But like that's
let's come.
That's dope. I remember seeing like that they had that Guitar Hero TV thing where it was like it was basically like an all day like streaming like MTV style. Like here's the next music video, they'll just play that and you just jump in with the song to it.
Right. Yeah.
Which
nice.
Is really cool because they had like hundreds of songs, I think, that you could just jump in and do that. But yeah, they killed it off pretty quickly. So now there's actually only like 40 songs you can play, 42 or something, because that's like the main set list, which is like noticeably a lot less than like the previous Guitar Heroes. They were up to like 70 or 80 songs in those other ones.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
kind of a
unfortunate.
bummer that they did.
Sad to see.
I wonder if you can just download DLC on that, like download songs and buy them that way.
Probably, yeah. You have to pay for them like you used to pay
Probably,
for
yeah.
99 cents each
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully we see another Guitar Hero Rock Band game come out, or like something along those lines, because I'm just kind of missing them. Like, I can't play any of them right now because all my controllers are busted, or I gave one to Adam that is kind of busted. I would like to have a new version, is what I mean. Like,
yeah, I would like that too, and I think you could still like sell them, but just don't come out with like 6 Guitar Hero games in a year again, like they did.
Yeah, I agree.
They killed their own market, man.
Up.
Yeah, wait a few years. Like,
there was fatigue. There was fatigue with it for sure, but I think there's still a core audience for it.
I agree with you.
I don't know. I think it's one of those things, like, you could almost, at this point, with how many remasters we see, you could almost like remake Guitar Hero 3.
Yeah, sure.
I think, because that's like the one. That's like the one that everyone remembers. You don't even have to like bring back all the drums and shit. Like, if you just even bring back the guitars, you know, like, I think people would just be stoked about that. But
yeah, probably.
That would just be for nostalgia profit, but you could easily do it if Activision wanted to.
For sure. Do you play just the guitar on those games, or you switch? I know you said you don't have the drums and vocal mic for yourself, but have you played on those instruments, like at a friend's or whatever? Have you played all the instruments on those?
Yeah, my friend had it for the Wii, or my cousin actually, and whenever I'd go over, I'd really want to play Rock Band, and she was always all about it, and we would just sit there and play that for hours. And like, I can actually do drums on Expert for some songs. Like, I remember I could always do Enter Sandman on Expert on the first Rock Band, so I'd always want to do that one. And yeah, I never played the Guitar Hero drums though. I never owned those. Those actually looked a little harder.
Yeah,
because they had like the 5 instead of 4, and it was like 2 cymbals up here and then 3 pads down.
Yeah,
different.
Yeah, it was tricky.
I could only play like some songs on hard. Once it got to like the offbeat kick drum, like this offbeat with the snare, like in between, like I couldn't do it anymore. Like I don't have my rhythm there with my foot and my two hands.
Well,
but
in those later Guitar Heroes too, like I think it was introduced in Metallica, they put like Expert Plus, which was double kick pedal, because Metallica is like Lars Ulrich, so doing a lot of double kick pedals, so that just makes it even harder.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Are you good at the bass and the drums and the keys and the vocals? Like, you play Expert on pretty much everything, or?
Yeah. I've been playing Expert on the keys, although I probably fail some songs on the keys. It's kind of hard. Like, I don't know. There's also this on Rock Band 3. They have these pro modes, and they did it for Rock Band 3 only, again, where they were selling these additional instruments that were like basically MIDI guitar controllers, but it was like every note.
Okay.
And it would basically be a pro mode where they would map it out like a real guitar.
Wow.
And these numbers would come down, and you would have to like hit the corresponding like string and fret number. It looked really complicated, but it was actually like, it was basically how to play the real guitar at that point. So that's kind of what it was like a teaching tool for it.
There is a guitar game. It might be what you're talking about, but there is a a guitar game out there that was for the 360 that you could plug like your electric or your acoustic electric into.
Yeah, Rocksmith.
Rocksmith. It's exactly what you're saying. Like, it'd have the numbers. And I never, I had it, but I never like got into it. And I play guitar, but I never got into it. But
could you plug any guitar into it?
Yeah, as long as it had electric, like it came with a compatible like jack for guitars that goes to like a USB
cable. Yeah. That's really sick. I never knew how that worked. I didn't know if it was like, I don't know, you just get like one of those MIDI guitars and then it just plugs in through like a USB. That's really fucking cool.
I'm not sure how it reads like what you're doing, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like on the but it does. So like it's strange.
I mean, I guess plugging in like a USB would give it power to like the pickups and everything.
Yeah, just I don't know.
Pick up the note, as long as you have to make sure you're in tune.
Yeah, just send a digital signal through it. I don't know, that's so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can do that with like a computer, like upstairs. Like I have a guitar that like instrument cable goes into my interface that goes into Logic Pro, and like I can just play guitar directly into that.
Yeah.
And it like has its amplifier model, so that's probably how it works with that.
I do the same thing when I'm recording. Yeah.
That's really cool.
So you said you have people that you play with, like, is it like in Guitar Hero, like, do you have a bunch of friends that you play with, or is it just a few, or you have a crew that like gets together?
I really, just like a few, just like my same core friends that I usually play like Smash with and stuff, and like I'm the one who was like, guys, I got Guitar Hero, we're gonna fucking play this. I don't care how good you are at it. Like, yeah, and I brought it over to my friends, so that was really fun. We only just recently started playing it, but. And like I downloaded some songs too, because actually Rock Band 3's store is still up. So I found a bunch of songs actually, and they have like thousands of songs on that thing still.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
There's some like deep cuts too. Like I saw they had like a Devil Wears Prada song from like the Plagues era, and I was like, okay, I'll download that. Like just for fun. Like that's funny. I'm gonna download that. A lot of them are like delisted, but like. Or delisted, but most of them are still on there. And so I just downloaded a bunch of songs that I think my friends would want to play, you know?
Yeah.
Just kind of like crowd please too. Like I got a couple that are really into Lady Gaga, so I was like, I mean, obviously I have to. Plus they put Lady Gaga on Rock Band, that's awesome.
Right.
Yeah, that is cool. Definitely.
Yep.
Let's see where we're at here.
What are your favorite songs to play on Rock or Guitar Hero? If you could pick, what's your dream set list on?
I usually like the one, like I usually look for the most punishing songs in those. Like I just kind of want to like see what they did always with those. But it's also like how I like discovered some like really fun songs to play. It's Guitar Hero is how like I and a lot of other young impressionable teenagers at that time I think discovered a lot of rock music.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but like my favorite songs to play, I don't know. Anytime they throw an Iron Maiden song in there, those are always fun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
On like all the Guitar Hero games, those are just always fun to play. I don't know what it is. I don't know. 3. I like to play Raining Blood. That one's impossible. Cult of Personality. That's like
I love Cult of Personality. I love that song.
So good.
So you like the challenging songs. What's the most challenging song you've played?
In Rock Band 3, they put
Go ahead.
They put Through the Fire and Flames in there, but they also put like other Dragon Force songs in the DLC, and I just downloaded those, tried fucking with those, and there ain't no fucking way I'm ever beating those unless I have the proper controller to see if I can just tap shit. But they really like I don't know, those are impossible. I know they have like other Dragon Force songs on Guitar Hero 3, but all of Guitar Hero's DLC is gone. You can't download it anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll come to
Such
Game
a shame
Pass.
too.
It really is, yeah.
I know you can get it all on like Clone Hero if you've ever seen that before.
I haven't seen that.
It's like a fan made Guitar Hero game you can download. I don't know where you get it. Maybe just Steam or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
The internet.
The internet. Yeah. Literally. And it's just fan made like mapped out songs, and I mean like they map out literally everything, even songs that have never been in Guitar Hero before. Like I saw my friend Matt had it on his Mac, and I watched him play it. And I mean, he was playing like all these gent bands, some I've heard of, but some I've like never heard of before.
Yeah.
Like that were just like, there's like a gent pack, and it was all like completely free. You could just download it.
That's dope.
Nice.
That's really dope.
Yeah. You just, like Bluetooth your Xbox controller, your Guitar Hero controller up to your Mac, and then you just play it that way. And I was like, this is really cool.
Yeah. That's super
That's cool. Definitely.
Yeah. So there's
nice.
there's a Clone Hero community for sure.
Okay. Yeah. I had no idea about that. But that's super dope. Yeah. I don't know if this is a good question, but what's the easiest song? Like we did the hardest.
Easiest song.
Like on expert. Like if you're playing on expert.
On expert.
Yeah. If you want to break into the expert mode, which song should we start with?
I remember when I started up World Tour, I was playing No Sleep Till Brooklyn. It's that same riff for like 3-4 minutes. So like probably that one. Slow Ride, that's a good one to just get into. That's really easy. Other than that, I mean, always the ones at the beginning. Guitar Hero, like 4 and 5, like both have like a lot of like indie rock songs that are really slow and easy. So probably those.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We already know your favorites. Have you ever played the Rock Band Endless Setlist mode?
No.
Endless Setlist.
I did, and I did not finish it.
Is that just going through every song?
It's going through every song without. You can't stop. Like it goes to the next song. It's like a 4-hour thing. Like,
no shit.
And yeah, I tried to do it with some of my friends. One of our sponsored streamers through GameCloth. His name's Mr. Kahlo. He's one of my friends. But we were trying to do it with him and 2 of his buddies. And like, so there was 4 of us, like a guitar, bass, vocal, and drummer. And we got to the end of it, and then his girlfriend at the time, now wife, like was sleeping, and she got mad, and like stopped us all with like 5 songs left or something. No. So we stopped playing, and I never finished it. So
never went back.
What Rock Band game is that? You did this on?
Well, it was either Rock Band 1 or 2. I don't remember. It's on both. It's on both of them. I'm not sure if it's on 3 and 4, but I remember it specifically being on 1 and 2. And I was like a big achievement hunter for Xbox, so like I wanted to get that achievement, and we didn't get it finished. So
I have 2. I want to do that. 2 Rock Band 2 has like my favorite set list of the Rock Band games, like especially for playing guitar. But then Rock Band 3 has like my favorite set list for like a party game, like that everyone can get involved in, because they had to throw in a lot more songs that involve the keyboard with that. So they But 2 just has my favorite set list for guitar. I want to try that.
Yeah, you should.
I want to stream that. Maybe. That would be fun.
It's dope, dude.
Yeah, do the endless set list.
Yeah, I mean, you got to make sure that like you've pottied, you've went to the bathroom, and like all that stuff, and like you're ready to go for 4 hours.
Get an IV hooked up.
Yeah. There you go.
I could do that. I could shave off 4 hours of my day, maybe. Just fuck work. I'll just do that.
How many Guitar Hero controllers have you been through?
I think yours is probably like the 4th or 5th one I've ever owned.
Okay.
Something like that. I want to say it's the 4th. Yeah, because I had one of those Les Paul ones that came with the Guitar Hero 3 game, and then that one just like died. None of the buttons worked. And then I had the Guitar Hero 4 one, the World Tour one. Mm-hmm. Those buttons all died out. And now I just have 2 of the Guitar Hero 3 controllers again. I found one of them at Mega Replay like a couple years back. I think when I was in college. And I wanted to play it again. And then the other one I found from you. I want one of the newer ones, because I don't ever hear those like dying. Like the one from like 5 or 6. Like I think those are probably the best built ones. Yeah,
probably. I feel like they perfected it further on. I mean, they added shit too to the controller, but I feel like they also
put that slider stuff on it.
Yeah, a little bit perfected like how it was made and made it better.
Yeah. Just more built, sturdy.
My next question is going to tie into a comment on Facebook. I didn't want to read the comment yet because he had already said this, and it would have kind of changed the subject. But did you ever play DJ Hero?
I didn't. Those look sick though.
I have it. But Jacoby again said, I really want another DJ Hero, honestly, even though they have us Fuser, which is chill, but no DJ Hero. So there's apparently a new game kind of like it, but it's not DJ Hero. But with DJ Hero, you have that. There's like a little rectangle and like
turntable.
Yeah, it's a turntable thing. Like
it looks so weird, but so cool. Yeah. And like every song on there, from what I saw, was like a mashup of 2 songs. And I saw some like weird mashups on there.
Cool.
Yeah, right.
I can't remember any of them, but yeah, it was a lot more like electronic focused, which I think is sick. But yeah, I want to see the set list of those now. I want to look up gameplay of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks so weird. I don't even I can't comprehend how you even properly play that game, but I'm like interested to try it now.
Yeah. It was fun. I never really got big into it. It was probably, considering how much I played it, it was probably a waste of my money, but I thought it was cool. So like
yeah, you're a game collector.
Yeah. Jacoby says, so Fuser, you are a DJ and you play a set like an actual DJ. Like, I don't know anything about that, but he's just commenting in Facebook.
That's what the new game is called, Fuser?
Yeah, Fuser. Yeah.
Dope. I haven't
heard about that either.
Songs and mix them up.
You what now?
I was just saying, I was mumbling. No.
Oh, God.
All good. So what console are you playing these on then? Your 360?
My 360, yeah. Okay. I guess I could get 4 for the PS4, but then I'd have to buy. And I bet the ones for the 4th one, like all the instruments, I bet those are like more expensive.
Yeah,
I'm sure. Yeah.
And they got rid of keys. Like I said, they only put keys in 3, and then they took them out for 4. Kind of weird.
Huh.
Yeah.
Weird. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if like not enough people played it, and they just didn't want to put the time or effort into it. I mean, at that point, like that genre was like basically all but dead.
Yeah, so, like you said, it was getting too much for people, I think, because they just kept putting out the games like,
yeah,
and they should have spaced it up a little more, in my opinion. But
oh yeah.
Moving on here. What?
What's
Go ahead.
Oh
no, you go ahead.
What's your favorite console of all time? I have a 360 and a PS4, but
of all time. Not enough time has passed, but I feel like in time, I'm going to say the Nintendo Switch is my favorite console.
Yeah.
But until then, I think the GameCube for me reigns supreme.
Why so? What kind of games like were you vibing on in GameCube time?
It could be nostalgia. I have the most fond memories of that console. I also never owned a PS2, so there's hella bias in that. But like, I was like one of the only few kids, like everyone and their mother had a PS2, and I didn't have one. I got a GameCube. I didn't even ask. I was just like, I want something that can play Mario Sunshine, and I got that, Yeah. And then I played Mario Sunshine, and it's amazing. But yeah, I got that. That's like where I discovered like all the Zelda games too, because they had that Zelda Collector's Edition on the GameCube back in the day that had like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask on it.
Yeah, that's dope.
And I borrowed that. I borrowed that from a friend, and then he ended up just letting me have it because he never played it, and I beat the shit out of Ocarina of Time like 5 times back to back. And then that's when I like got Twilight Princess, because that had just come out for the GameCube, and so that was like my first like big like I'm anticipating this game, and it came out. I was like 10.
Right.
And so that's like my favorite Zelda game of all time.
Twilight Princess?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I love that game so much. It's so much fun for me. But I'm still holding out that they put those like remasters that they did on the Wii U of like the HD Wind Waker and Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
I'm still holding out they put those on the Switch, which I think they will, because they're doing like Zelda 35th anniversary bullshit already.
I think
like they did with Mario last year.
Yeah, I think they're going
to.
Yeah,
I'm sure they will.
Yeah, like, they're already porting Skyward Sword HD to it.
Like, yeah, why not make more money? Like
literally. I've played Ocarina of Time on like 3 different consoles, and I'll play it a 4th time on the Switch. Like, I will give them $60. It's disgusting, but I will give them $60 for Skyward Sword HD. I'm gonna do it. Yeah. People are pissed about it being $60. I'm gonna do it. It's disgusting, I know, but I'm gonna do it. I hate myself.
I'm a monster. I regret it. Yeah.
I'm a monster, but I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I think. Have you played Skyward Sword, like the original one on Wii U?
I never did either, and it was because I heard the motion controls were kind of like
crap.
They were kind of whack.
Yeah.
And
even though people praised that game to death, I couldn't find. I didn't own a Wii ever. I have one now, and I bought Skyward Sword, but then I like read like rumors last year, just as I bought it, that like Skyward Sword HD is coming out. So I'm like, I'm not even gonna start this game. Like, I'm gonna wait till they announce the Skyward Sword HD, and they did. And so I sold that thing at Mega Replay like 2 days ago after I found out about it.
Yeah.
See ya.
But yeah, GameCube.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite console. After that, my PS4 has provided me with a lot of entertainment as well as my 360. But like honestly, I think PS4 is probably a better console than my 360. Not just like because it's more powerful, but like the games I played on there, I think quality wise are just a lot better.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair
for sure.
You play any multiplayer games besides like Guitar Hero? And if so, like I'm talking like online against people. If so, what would your favorite multiplayer game be if you do get into any of that?
Oh, I guess honestly, I have not played an online multiplayer game, and like besides like Smash and Mario Kart, like I never like got big into like first person shooters. I suck at first person shooters, so that's probably why. Like, you know, I played the Halo games, but I played those more for their single player than their like multiplayer.
Yeah.
Those actually had like great single player like content.
So
like the Call of Duties, I like played some of them. I played Modern Warfare, the first one. I played through like Black Ops story and like World at Wars. But other than that, like I was never big into their online multiplayers, which is a shame because they're really fun. I know that, but like they just never were for me.
That's fair.
I tried getting into Overwatch a little bit, and I still could. I have it for the PS4. That's like
Overwatch
I played that once and had a lot of fun with
Overwatch is fun, especially if you get like a group of people together to play with. Mm-hmm. Like it's definitely a fun and I don't feel like super competitive when I'm playing it. Like I'm not like gonna flip out if I'm losing or like
some people do.
There's getting killed by Roadhog 4 times in a row.
Yeah, there's just getting thrown off the map. But yeah, like for me, it's that one is just fun to me. Like, but there are games that I play that are like I want to win, and like I'm big into Destiny and I'm big into Rocket League. So like for me, those games are like
nice.
Those games are like I want to win these games. Yeah,
serious. Yeah.
But okay. What's
go ahead. Real quick, I can tell you my favorite like online multiplayer experience I think I ever had was when I played GTA Online. Because I played that in high school on the 360 and then on my Xbox One when I had one for a little bit before I sold it. And then on my PS4 even too. Like I still have an online account. I mean, I've played that as recently as last year. Like I'll just get on it every once in a while. It's so much fun. That's the most wild online time I think I can have with a game. You don't know what's gonna happen. Like there's always the chat is hit or miss like most online multiplayer games, but like sometimes it's funny. I don't know. The game modes that you can do on that are endless. Like especially those like races in the sky they have now.
Yeah.
Those are a trip. I love those. I love those so much.
I like
probably GTA
I
Online.
Spent like 3 hours playing golf in GTA Online with just, like, some random people. Yeah, like,
and then you took that golf club and you hit a pedestrian with it. Because you can.
It's hilarious. Good time.
Oh, I used to like. I was mean in high school. I used to like lure players into like my helicopter, and then I would just like fly them because I had a helicopter I bought, and I would just fly them to the roof of this building, and I just like. We'd just be walking up there for a little bit. I shoot them. I was like, I was so bored. I was like, I'm just gonna do this because I can.
That's good.
They'd be like, WTF, because you could text like through the phone in the game, and I'd be like, dude, I don't know. I'm sorry,
dude. Honestly,
I guess I'm sorry. Don't fall for it again. Don't ever do that.
Yeah.
You messed up. You messed up, man.
A stranger.
I'm like in real life, I'm pretty normal, but in this game, I'm a sociopath. Don't judge me.
Yeah, absolutely. People expect you not to be plotting to kill them in that game. Like, I feel like it's encouraged.
I think everyone's out to get me in that game. Like nowadays, every time I see someone, I just blah, 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 shoot them.
Shoot them or
don't hesitate.
No hesitation.
Ask questions later. Everyone just wants to kill you in that game.
Yeah, 100% true. You mentioned you prefer single-player games. What's your favorite single-player campaign?
Ever?
Yeah.
I would say Twilight Princess is up there. I think the pacing of that game is like perfect. Like, I don't know, all the dungeons and all the bosses in that game. It's like pretty easy, but like they're still like some of the most fun I've had with like bosses in that game. So that's probably up there. The Last of Us 1 and 2, I really fucking enjoyed. I know people kind of have their like reserved opinions about Last of Us 2. I still love the first one a lot more. I'm not going to say the second one's perfect. I have problems with it as well, but like overall it was still fun, and like the gameplay of both those games, especially 2, I think the gameplay is just better in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I have a lot of fun through those single players. Resident Evils 4, 7, and the remake of 2, like those are all like perfect gameplay experiences to me. Especially, I would say especially 2 or 4. 4's kind of aged a little bit, even though like that's probably like I played that as a kid. I'll probably still think that's a perfect game forever. Because I had someone else tell me I tried to play that, and they were like, I couldn't do it. Like, there's like one stick to control this dude, and there's no camera angle. And I was like, yeah, that makes total sense. It kind of controls like a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And
I went back to replay, and the controls were.
I was telling you the same thing too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was you that said that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. That's what it was. Sounds like someone told me that. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was me. I was like, I can't. It's too clunky. Like,
it's
I tried.
funny.
Secretly, I was boiling inside.
I tried this year. Yeah, right. I almost punched you right in the face, guy.
I had to calm down.
No. Since you started talking about Resident Evil, it was one of my questions. What is your favorite Resident Evil game? Then 2 remake of 2 or 4, you think, or 7?
I've only played like half of them, so like I like probably. Ooh, that's tough. Probably 4. I think 4 is perfect.
Okay.
Like I don't know. I have fun with that game all the way through.
Yeah.
And it's like so over the top. Like that's the one that's like the story's so cheesy that it just feels self-aware. So you're not even
Rescue
mad
the president's
that like
daughter.
Yeah. They sent this like
one guy,
blonde-haired hunk who like one man to go rescue the president's daughter. Like that's hilarious.
Monster cult.
Yeah, and there's like this fucking cult, which they're scary. Like that village
They're
scene.
terrifying.
I remember when I first played that on the GameCube.
Ah.
That terrified me. The fucking potato mask, the potato sack chainsaw guy coming after you. He doesn't say any words. He just like screams.
Yeah.
Saws your fucking head off. I'm like, I don't want that to happen.
You get to the castle and you run into the actual cultists and they just mumble to themselves and walk to you slowly.
And there's like this like 3-foot man like running all of it. Like,
yeah.
Salazar.
Yeah.
Was Salazar the little guy?
Nah, the big beardy guy was I forget his name. Christoph or something. I loved that game. I remember I stopped playing it for a long time. I got stuck at a part. It was like when you drop down like a trash chute and it's a room full of the regenerators that like have rubber arms that like pull you up.
They're scary too.
Dude, I was so scared of that. But like I got through that part and then I was out of ammo and like everything, and there was a stairway to the door to the exit that you had to climb up. But you had to walk around to the side of it to climb up it, and I never tried that. Like, it didn't occur to me, to go to the side of this. So I was like, I can't fucking get out of here.
I'm just trapped.
I have those moments all the time where, like, I'm just like, what the fuck do I do in this level? And I go, like, back down, like, 5 hallways, only to come back to where I was, and I'm just like, oh, there's a door right over here. Like, I just, thanks.
I think I had, like, a year gap from my, like, started playing that game when I finished it because of that one stair set.
That one's just like 1 year later.
It's been a year.
Card from SpongeBob.
Yeah.
1 year later.
Yeah. Oh, you just go around to the side of the stairs.
That's dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good game.
What's the most difficult game you've ever played? Video game.
I felt pretty accomplished when I beat Halo 3 on Legendary. I didn't have any of those, like, what are those called? The, like...
goals and stuff.
Well, there's, like, shit you can turn on that, like, makes it even harder.
The skulls?
Oh, the skulls.
Yeah,
that was.
yeah.
I thought you said goals.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I thought you
skulls.
said goals too.
I don't have any goals.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't have goals in life.
I don't have goals.
Yeah. Goals? Nah.
Not me.
Goals. Never heard of her. Yeah, I beat Legendary on that, and one of the hardest fucking things I've ever done. But I beat it by myself. I felt so accomplished when I did that.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. Obviously, like
I don't think
all
I
the
have.
Dark Souls games, like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Those are rough.
Oof.
Have you played the new,
Especially the first one. First one's probably the hardest one.
First one's so hard.
Yeah.
I went back
so
to
much
trying
harder
to
than
play
the
that.
other ones.
Yeah, I went
Yeah.
back to trying to play that one, and I'm stuck on a part right now. I think
Yeah.
it's the new on Orlando or New Londo.
The new
Ruins.
Londo Ruins.
Mhm.
The
Yeah,
like
with
underground
the three
section with the
kings.
4 giants. That boss battle. Fuck that
part.
boss battle.
Yeah.
It's the worst part.
Yeah.
Everyone
right.
has their like worst part with that. Mine was like
Yeah.
I knew I was gonna beat that game once I got past the gargoyles
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
beginning. Because I was like, you're shitting me. I'm like 2 hours into this. Like I'm
Yeah.
not fucking playing this. And then I just kept grinding in this.
I'm
I
not
was
playing
like,
this
okay,
game.
like
Keep playing it.
I think I can make this work.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was actually no, it was that fucking Capra Demon. That thing, that's the worst
Oh,
boss
yeah.
battle. It's like
Absolutely.
in the tightest room. There's like no way to move, and he just insta kills you one hit.
Yeah. Plus
He has like the
those
2 dogs with
that'll
him.
stun
Fuck
lock
that
That's
guy.
rough. Yeah. Fuck that
He was
guy.
terrible.
Fuck him.
He was bad. I liked the battle. Well, I don't know if I liked the battle with Sif, but I thought
Oh, I
the
love that
mythology
battle.
behind Sif was really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, every
I
time I read the story,
felt
it was
so
like,
bad
oh,
fighting
this is
him. Like
actually
every time you hit him, he's like,
fucking
"No,"
impressive.
and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I'm so sorry.
Yeah, and I never played it. There's like
Yeah,
DLC that
that's
expands on that too. I never played the DLC for
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
I
I haven't either. Not for the first one. The second and the third one, I've beat the shit out of both of those games. But the
Oh,
first,
I think the
Yeah.
third's my favorite.
yeah.
Just literally based on the gameplay alone, because I think the third is like a better version of those two. Like,
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
it's easier because the controls aren't as shitty.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
I definitely. Yeah. I
Yeah.
definitely
You can-
feel you.
yeah,
Time your parries well and
yeah. Plus, I think
Walk
they
in the
worked off
right
of
direction.
Bloodborne pretty well, which is also sick. Although I've never beat that
yeah, I've
one.
never played.
Never. I haven't played it.
It looks
Yeah,
good.
Me
I always
too.
thought it looked so sick. Like
Yeah,
it
that's
looks
Joey's
so
favorite
cool.
game. That's
Yeah.
Joey's
Is
like
it?
favorite game of all time,
Yeah.
or at least one
Yeah.
of them. He's beaten it like he's probably on like New Game Plus like 4 or 5, 6. I don't know. But he
Jeez.
loves the shit out of that game. I just got Dark Souls fatigue, so like it's gonna take me a while before I try and beat that again. Like it's a sick game, but like I had already played 3 Dark Souls.
Oh, I'm wearing my Praise the Sun shirt. Can you guys see
Yeah.
that?
You are.
Dark Souls. Hell yeah.
Yeah. You
I
are.
just realized
Nice
that. I was like, oh
job.
shit. Yeah.
I made.
loved
I
it.
made that shirt like 2.5 years ago.
2 years. Yeah.
I remember that.
It was
Don't you have like
one of the
another
OG.
one?
Um,
Similar, or was it just that one?
That's the only Dark Souls one I did.
Because I have one of your older Game Cloth shirts, and I was
the
considering
pocket
getting
tee.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
the Praise of Sun shirt, I do have some just sitting in my closet upstairs that we don't sell any because I have like a bunch of backstock that is just sitting up there that I like.
Yeah.
I'll bring out for like we'll do like a giveaway on stream or something. But yeah.
Oh, I have
Yeah.
backstock for a canceled shirt design already.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I was supposed to
Yeah.
sell 2 shirts when I released that one long sleeve that's right behind you there.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the other one was album artwork. So like I have an Instagram post that initially like you see 2 shirt designs, but then later posts I was like, hey, this one shirt's finally here. I messaged the like initial 5 people that bought it because I put them up for order a few days before they got to my house because I'd already ordered them.
Right.
And the one with my album art just turned out like shit. I was like, I would never buy this.
I'm not selling this.
I would never
Yeah.
buy this, so I'm not going to sell it. Like,
That's fair.
I want a quality product.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm sure you
Absolutely.
guys understand.
Yeah. I totally get it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I was just like, nah. But yeah, I just have a bunch of short sleeve album art shirts that I'll never sell. Chalk it up to a loss. That's all I have to do is
Chalk
move
it
on.
up to a loss. Yeah, just move
Yeah.
on from
Yeah,
that.
I talked with like I said, I
Keep
talked
them
with
as
the
a-
people who bought the short sleeve, and I ended up like, I'll just give you the long sleeve, same price. Like, don't worry about it. I'll just send you them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's good. That's good on you.
Good. Yeah.
Getting back into it, we're already an hour in here. I
Oh,
don't know.
hell
I don't
yeah.
know if you have
Killing it.
I don't know if you have like somewhere to be or whatever, but I still got quite a bit of questions here.
Yeah,
really?
dude, it's Sunday. I ain't got shit to do really.
Shoot, happy
Okay,
Easter,
cool.
everyone.
Yeah,
Hope you're enjoying the stream.
happy Easter,
Yeah.
y'all. If you're
Hey,
into
Happy Bunny Day.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Zombie Jesus Day if you're not.
yeah, there you go.
Whatever you believe, you know.
Yeah.
For
Whether
sure,
the
for
bunny
sure.
got crucified or not, I think the bunny got crucified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
think
they're hiding something.
Yeah.
I don't
crucified. We have one more week of winter.
Groundhog. He's the key. Oh, we'll have
the key to all of this. 2 more years of COVID. You still got to wear masks.
Oh God, no.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Fuck.
let's do a drinky. Want to do a drinky?
Yeah, you want to
Sure.
do a team shot?
Sure.
All right.
Now, the only alcohol I have in my house is just vodka. So forgive me while I make a face when I pour this shot.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm drinking some old Jimbo.
I have
Better
Jim Beam?
quality.
a little bit of Jim
I
Beam
like
as well.
Jim Beam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I like
smooth.
it too. Especially for mixing.
I wish I had tequila. I can down tequila.
Ah,
to be
man.
honest. I
Chug a
realized
bottle
this
of
past
that.
year.
I like
So
tequila a
smooth.
lot. Yeah.
Tequila is tequila. That's not right.
Tequila. All right. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers,
Cheers,
mates.
boys. Honestly,
Only dribbled a little.
not as bad as I thought.
Right.
Yeah,
Good. Good.
I
Good,
have
good.
too many traumatic moments with vodka. I can't drink it anymore.
My first meal I've had. I'm
I'm just kidding. I took a
hilarious.
shot when I woke up too.
yeah, I've been sipping this all day.
I figured we could take one there because we kind of got off into a tangent there,
Yeah.
and it was a good break time.
Good break time.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll get right back into
What's
it. Still got some gaming questions here, but not many, and then we'll get into like a little bit of TikTok and your album.
Go for it. I'm loving this.
All right. What's your favorite RPG to play? Are you into
I
RPGs?
was never big into like
That's Dark
RPGs or
Souls.
JRPGs, but as a casual RPG go, like I didn't even get into Pokemon growing up. Isn't that
Okay.
wild?
Yeah.
That is wild.
Yeah.
That is wild. Might skip the
Kinda fucked
Pokemon
up.
questions then.
Yeah.
I did
Oh,
have
you
a few.
Pokemon?
Yeah, I do.
Tell me your Pokemon question real quick.
I have a few. Should I go right
Oh,
into
okay.
that?
Like Pokemon.
We'll get there. We'll
Okay,
get there,
alright.
and I'll be like NA or Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Jigglypuff.
so like I said, I was never big into RPGs or JRPGs. I didn't play the Final Fantasy games. But Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door, fantastic RPG game.
I haven't
Yeah.
played it, but I've heard a lot of people say that they love that RPG game.
I love it.
Like,
Did you ever play the first Paper Mario at all?
No, I haven't played
Both the first or
either of
second
them.
one are so good. Like, I think the second one though, because it kind of builds upon the first one with like more deeper like mechanics, while still making it like simplistic enough to enjoy for anyone.
Sure.
Although I like the world of the first one, like better. I don't know. The world of the second one's so much more unique because it's not like the first one's just like typical Mushroom Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
But like it's like mapped out, so like there's like an actual world you traverse, and it's not like level to level. Like you just walk anywhere, like out of like the central Mushroom Kingdom, and you wander into this haunted forest, or like there's a desert you take a train to, and like that's open as fuck. But like it's all still pretty like linear overall. But like it just feels like an actual world, and like there's like lore behind it for like a Mario game. I think that's hilarious. But like the
Yeah.
second one takes you to like an entirely new place with like a lot of unfamiliar like faces. Like the central hub in that one, like Toad Town is the central hub in the first one, so it's like Toad Town. It's cheerful. There's like toads just everywhere, you know,
Yeah.
cute shit.
Yeah.
But then like in Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, it starts out you go to this like the central hub is like this like gritty like port town with called Ruport, and there's literally a gallows in the middle of it. Like there's just a noose there.
That's dark.
Darker.
That's dark.
Like, there's like criminals just walking about everywhere and shit. Like it's
Oof.
so funny. You get like robbed within like the first like 30 minutes of that game.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just
Kind of
like,
dope
I don't
though.
know.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
I've heard it's cool.
It's an alternative Mario game.
Yeah.
It is cool though. Like, there's a lot of unique chapters, like I said, and like they get to like make up their own like characters for it too. Like, there's like characters you've like never heard of in Mario games. It's just they make up on the fly there, and it works. And like, there's this one chapter where you go to this like city in the sky that's like famous for having these like wrestling matches that are basically like parodying like WWE style like shit. And so like
That's
that whole chapter is going through, like, you go through like 20 different matches, and like in between those matches there's like a mystery setup where there's like these like challengers like disappearing, and like the guy who runs it's like a shady asshole, and you think like there's like murder happening or something. It's a lot, but like it's so fun.
That sounds cool.
That sounds super dope. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like, so it's just like these RPG style like battles, like turn based, but like on a like wrestling ring, and there's like a crowd cheering you on.
Yeah,
it's really dope.
Yeah, that sounds cool. I like. Isn't Paper Mario? Isn't that kind of like almost like a theater set? Like, is that the one that they have like drop things down on? Like, I can't think of all the terms.
Specifically in just like Thousand Year Door.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it already looked like a stage setup in the first Paper Mario, but in this one, at all times, you have this audience that like watches you on a stage,
mm-hmm.
And like that's how like every battle opens up. It's like curtains opening, and
that's
like this music
yeah.
plays, and
that's
like
awesome.
there's like these organic moments where like you'll see an X button like kind of sneak its way in up at the bottom, like press X, and then you'll have to look in the audience to see if someone's throwing an item at you or if someone's throwing something to damage you. And like,
okay,
you'll be able to see it pretty quickly. And like, it's always like a
Those
Koopa.
damn hecklers.
Yeah, it's always like a Goomba or like a Koopa, like that's on Bowser's side that's trying to throw something at you. It's always a Toad that's like trying to throw you like an item to heal you.
Right, that's cool. I like that.
And so you press
That's
X
awesome.
to like, you press X if you want to like hit the guy that's like throwing something at you, and you'll run to the audience and hammer them real quick. Your hammer's the main weapon. And they run away screaming. And then like, you know, you can do, if you press X and you realize you hit a Toad instead, it's like, oh fuck, I didn't mean to do that.
Sorry, Toad.
It's like, I just wanted to throw you this mushroom.
Asshole.
It's so funny. It's such a cool system. And like I said, all the chapters are so
cool.
much fun. Like, they just take you these weird places. It's just such a like, the story is like cool too, because like usually it's just Bowser kidnapping Peach, like the first Paper Mario, but in like this one, there's like this like cult like scientists, like research people who like steal Peach, and they're like it gets really dark. Like, you find out towards the end of the later half of the game, you find out they're like trying to use her body as like a vessel for this 1,000-year-old demon they're trying to resurrect. Like,
sounds very supernaturalist.
Yeah, and Bowser in that game takes his backseat where he's like this dolt that's like always a fucking idiot, and he can't like he's mad that someone else kidnapped Peach, and he's like looking for her the entire game. And like, you actually like after every chapter you play, you have this round where you play as Peach for a little bit, and then you play as Bowser for a little bit too. And Bowser's segments are always like these like side-scrolling Super Mario Brothers levels, but you play as Bowser, so like you're just invincible through all
Plow
of that.
through the
okay,
It's
level.
yeah.
funny.
That's awesome.
It's so funny.
That's awesome.
Dope.
That is cool.
Yeah, just one of my favorite games of all time.
The second one?
That sounds fun.
Yeah, Thousand Year Door.
Okay.
That's like a near perfect game for me, and I think you could play that, go back to it, and it still holds up.
Dope.
And like the turn-based stuff of that, like, is pretty unique. I mean, like, I know like some other games might do it, but like you have like button commands to press with each attack, so that you can add more damage to it, and you always want to try and do that. It's really cool. That's my rant on that.
All good, man. I don't have anywhere to be.
love it.
I have a passionate love for Thousand Year Door.
Are there any games coming out soon, like, that aren't out yet, that you're looking forward to getting into? Is there anything that you've heard about that
Resident
sounds
Evil
dope?
8. For sure, Resident Evil 8. The new God of War, when that comes out, that's probably when I'll buy a PS5, is when the new God of War comes out.
Yeah.
Because 8's going to be on the PS4.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure they're probably going to put God of War on the PS5 to sell it.
Makes sense to me.
That's
makes sense.
definitely. Yeah, another single player
Have
game that
consoles
like
available to sell.
one of my favorite stories of all time. Like that game is near perfect.
Do we have an announcement on that, or is we just
They
know
just
it's being
put out-
made?
They literally put out the like title card trailer. It literally just said God of War. And everyone
all
freaked
right,
out.
yeah,
But they said
Yeah.
2021. They said 2021.
Wow.
So
maybe
We'll see. That's
holiday.
probably
It's
like
like an expansion or
December
yeah.
31st,
Yeah.
2021. That's when it comes out.
Yeah, right. Like, last day
Breath
year,
of the
all right, we
Wild,
made
the
it.
sequel to that, when that comes out,
Right,
definitely.
for sure.
I didn't know they were making a sequel specific for that.
Yeah, Breath
To
of the Wild too.
Yeah. Oh,
You didn't know
really?
that?
Huh.
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
didn't.
There's a
That's
teaser
awesome.
trailer for it. It's a weird, like, creepy ass trailer that kind of implies that, like, did you ever play the first Breath of the Wild?
Yeah.
Very briefly.
Yeah. So like they're like Ganondorf's not in that one, but like the Ganon like demonic form is. But this one like
Yeah.
heavily implies that like Ganondorf from like the Ocarina of
Cool.
Time game
Yeah.
is like somehow involved in this, which I think is sick because
That's
like
sick,
the lore
yeah.
of it, like in Twilight Princess, you like kill that bastard, like, and he's the same Ganondorf from Ocarina of Time, even though you're a different Link. And I just I think it'd be cool to like bring him back. I don't know. It looks creepy as hell.
Yeah, cool. Good.
Like Majora's Mask
I think-
creepy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Zelda does a good job in some of the games doing like creepy, spooky stuff. Like
Yeah, they always like throw in like there's a lot. I always like kind of like love the games because they're like surface level like child games until you realize like there's a lot of dark shit just thrown in there
Oh,
out
yeah.
of nowhere.
For sure.
That's what I love about it.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
definitely handle like
Especially like
topics.
Majora's Mask, which is like all about like death and like the world ending and stuff.
Yeah,
mhm.
for sure.
Such a creepy game.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Um,
just thought
here's my Pokemon questions that we're gonna get into.
Go for it. Go
Alright.
for it.
Do you dig Pokemon? Was my first question.
So like I've played through half of like Sapphire and then half of the remake of
That's a good
Sapphire as well.
Okay.
But other than that, like, yeah, I just like I never latched on to them as hard as other people. I kind of wish I did. I feel like I should have, but like, I don't know. It just never happened with me. Although I still like really like love like Pokemon as an entity. I guess like I played the shit out of Pokemon Go up
Yeah,
until like
who
last
didn't?
year. I kind of fell off, but like it got really good. Like I played it those first initial 2 weeks when everyone played it in 2016 summer.
Yeah.
And I got back into it around like 2018, 2019, and I was like, "Oh, this is like much better."
Yeah.
It's
was.
actually
Yeah.
really fun. I could probably pick it
I
up
haven't
now if I wanted to. I just can't find the time to. I feel like I'd just be wasting so much time if I did, but it's still a really fun experience.
I agree with
overall.
you.
Like
Yeah.
I could walk downtown Fort Wayne right now and just there's probably Pokemon stops and gyms everywhere.
Oh yeah, there for sure are.
Do some trainer battles.
So yeah, I love Pokemon. I know most about it because of Pokemon Go and like any research I did to like I just want to know about these games because sometimes I do that, you know.
Yeah.
And then Smash because they have a bunch of Pokemon
Yeah,
in Smash and
yeah,
like all the
sure.
Smash trophies too. There's a bunch of Pokemon that you could just like look at, and of course the like Pokeballs you can throw in the matches and stuff.
Sure,
which
yeah.
I always
Oh, yeah.
really cool.
So-
Hold on, random guys.
Yeah. So then I'll skip a few of these. What's your favorite Pokemon then?
Jigglypuff. I love Jigglypuff. I want Jigglypuff tattooed on my leg.
Yeah. You do or you want it?
I want Jigglypuff tattooed on my leg. I want a Jigglypuff and a Shy Guy. Like I say I have this
that'd be cool.
leg reserved for video game tattoos. I got one of a Poe from Twilight Princess. Honestly, I just got this one
Nice.
because
Oh,
like
yeah.
initially I just wanted
Sometimes you just
something
need a
big
tattoo.
and like I just like I need a giant ass tattoo that looks cool. And I was
Right.
like, this Poe from Twilight Princess because it's my favorite game. So there's not like a whole lot of meaning behind it. But Poes are sick though because they keep their souls in this little lantern right here.
Yeah, that's dope.
And so I
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah, that is cool. That's good.
yeah.
I got the Scyther right here. My Scyther
Yeah.
Pokemon tattoo right
Oh
here.
hell yeah!
Me and my brother and my
Yeah.
sister all went and got Pokemon tattoos together. We each chose a Pokemon.
Yeah.
We were gonna do
Yeah.
like the legendary
Is that when
birds.
Austin got his Articuno?
Yeah, we were gonna do the legendary birds, but nobody wanted Zapdos just because of the color, because it was yellow, and it's like,
Yeah,
like
sure.
we weren't sure how that was gonna look, but so we couldn't
On their
decide.
skin.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So we didn't end up doing that, and then we thought about doing like Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle, but we couldn't decide. So we
Yeah.
ended up just getting our
Yeah.
favorite Pokemon. So my sister got Vulpix, my brother got Articuno, and I got Scyther. So
Hell
but
yeah,
it
that's
was
dope.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, shout out to
Fantastic.
my friend Jess, who actually she now works at Freedom Tattoo. That I think just opened up or about to open up. They were formerly of Ohm Tattoo. If you've heard of that place.
Okay.
Yeah. I know. Nick, Jess, Matt, and Aaron all just like opened up a new shop of their own. I think Ohm closed down, so yeah, they started their new shop called Freedom Tattoos. Yeah, Jess also did. She does a lot of like video game stuff. Jess Friskney, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Mm-hmm.
Look her up on Instagram. Anyone watching, like, she's amazing. She did this, and she did this pyramid head tattoo.
Oh,
Nice.
that tattoo's dope.
Hell yeah.
I love that.
That's cool as hell. Yeah.
Like, I know I haven't talked about it a lot, but that's one of my favorite. That's like my favorite horror game.
Hell.
Hell yeah.
A single player experience that I like truly got chills playing because it scared the fuck out of me. But like, yeah, Jess is great for doing like fan art, and like she does a lot of anime stuff. So if you're really into anime, like she's really good at that. And it's just she's so amazing. I want her to like do like a Shy Guy and like a Jigglypuff on me eventually, because like I said, I just want this leg to be all video game focused, because like video games were a big part of my life growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dope.
Definitely.
Dope.
Mm-hmm.
Dope.
That's all we have for the video game portion of the chat.
Yeah, like I said, Jigglypuff,
Now the
my
last
favorite
half.
Pokemon. She's adorable.
Jigglypuff.
She sings, and like she's like secretly like
Yeah.
the most terrifying Pokemon in Smash, especially Melee. Like she kills you at like 20% damage potentially if she like falls asleep on you.
Speaking, yes, really quick. Speaking of Smash, who's your main character?
My mains.
Yeah.
So in Ultimate specifically, I remember in Melee, I would like to play as like Fox and Pikachu and Jigglypuff. That was really about it.
Yeah.
And then Brawl, I never really had a main. That was just more of like that's like the most casual like Smash game. Like the mechanics in that overall, they kind of like forced it to be like so casual. Like there's like a trippy mechanic where like people just trip at random. But then like Wii U got a little more competitive. And I have fond memories of playing that with my friends at my friend's house in high school, and we played a lot of that. But then Ultimate came out, and that's like hands down, this is the best Smash game. Like it's just the fighting mechanics overall feel like as tight as ever. But like also the roster is like fucking huge, of course, because they brought back everybody from every Smash game ever, on top of like the loads of DLC they're putting into. So like right now, my mains, like I have a lot that I'm trying to get like good with. Most recently, Mr. Game & Watch, I actually found out I really like playing as him in Ultimate. Yeah. Which I kind of liked. I like playing as him in Wii U, but then I played as him in Ultimate because I was like, he was my main in Wii U, and I didn't click with him. And then all of a sudden, I don't know, something changed. I like played with him again. I was like, oh, like this guy's kind of funny. Like I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
He's fun to play as. I play as Young Link mainly. So like Young Link, Ike, and Joker are like my three mains.
Okay.
And then Ness and Jigglypuff and Pichu are like my secondary mains. And then I really also like playing as Chrom. He's just another one of there's like 10 Fire Emblem characters in that game at this point.
Yeah.
Chrom's like another one. And then Mr. Game & Watch, of course. I feel like I might be missing someone. But those are like, I mean, that's 8 right there. So
yeah,
those are usually who I cycle through when I play.
Right on.
But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna get into your music a little bit.
Hell yeah.
I met you while you were in the Louisiana Lot Lizards.
Yes, you did.
For the lot. Can you tell us?
The Lot Forever.
Yeah.
Death Tax. Listen to Death Tax. Stream Death Tax.
Exactly. Yes.
They're doing big things this year.
Can you tell us?
If you like heavy
Yeah, for sure. If you like heavy music, check out Death Tax.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about your time with them?
My time with
The Lot Lizards.
Death Tax, formerly Louisiana Lot
Yeah.
Lizards. Just fun as hell. I mean, I played in a band and like played shows with like one of my best friends forever. And you know, he just like invited me to like I've been in 3 bands with Joey, technically 4 if you count the grindcore band we had for 15 minutes. And just you know, he kind of like asked me to join this like melodic death metal band, I guess I would call it, kind of black metal, that like I joined back when I was in college, and ever since then I was like, okay, I want to play live music. And then I quit college because I was kind of done with it and just started playing live music and was just playing in bands with my best friends, and I'm forever grateful for that. Yeah, just I'd known I really wanted to do something with music, but it was really when I met Joey and played in bands with him that I realized like I want to play live music forever, and I want to create, and I want to take this route. And yeah, I just like, especially in Lizards, like that's the most fun I've had of all 3 of those bands, because I feel like progressively more and more we just got to like where we wanted to be as a band. And then eventually I just I just kind of felt like a creative block for me, especially when I kind of started writing, you know, the indie stuff that I just put out. Like I felt a new like explosion of creativity that I kind of felt I had lost for me personally in Lizards, and that was literally just like a personal thing for me. Like I didn't know how much more I could like write in it. And so, I mean, up until I left, like it was just like some of the best times I've ever had ever, whether we were touring, whatever members were ever in that band. Like I had fun with all of them, truly and honestly.
Yeah.
Like it was just a great experience overall.
Right.
And it was all possible because of Joey, like wanting, you know, having this crazy dream. Like, you know, not a whole lot of people like try to like do the damn thing, you know. And
yeah,
that's all I think we want to do.
Takes guts,
you know.
Yeah. Okay, so this may be a hard question. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's a hard question. It's a long question.
Go for it.
Did you decide to go solo, or was it like a mutual split, or how did we go from LLL to a band name change and different members in that, and a solo Adam Araque album? How did this happen?
So I know the band name change was actually something that was happening while I was in Lizards, and I had known of it. But yeah, it was something I ultimately decided. I kind of realized, like I said before, like I felt like I wasn't giving 100% of my time into the music of Lizards. And I was kind of just honestly starting to put more time into my own personal music that I was writing off to the side. And it kind of just started growing bigger and bigger until like, I mean, I started having like this EP done. And then I was like already having like the next EP done. And I'm still writing for like my 3rd one, even though my 2nd one's not even out currently.
Right.
And so at that point, I just felt like I wanted to devote more time into that, because it's just creatively where I was, you know, like the headspace I was in.
Yeah.
And I got to a point where I didn't want to feel like, if I know that being in a band or being in Lizards or Death Tax, like Joey's always looking for people who are willing to give 110%, because that's how far he's going to go with it.
Right.
And so for me to give any less than that, I felt like I was doing my friend, like one of my best friends, a disservice, and kind of just like didn't feel like I was, I just felt like I was like being dishonest with him by not giving it my all. And so honestly, I just like, it was the better choice for me to just not be in it. Because if I'm not giving it my all, then what am I really there for, you know?
Right.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this isn't even on my list, but like, so did you kind of like get out of heavier music? Like, are you more passionate about like this indie stuff that you're doing now? Then would you say
I mean,
like
currently, yeah. Like, oh, hold on. I'm gonna plug my charger in real quick.
You're good. You're good.
My phone was just like, "Hey, you're about to die. We don't want that."
Yeah.
No, we don't want that.
We finished the interview.
Yeah, let me just plug that in there. Yeah, like, I mean, I have always listened to a lot of different artists, especially after, like, you know, you kind of go through that thing in college where you just start discovering a fuck ton of new artists.
Yeah.
Like, even after college, I would argue definitely after college, I just started discovering more music and more artists. Like, I mean, as early as high school, though, I'd always, like, listen to different artists that weren't even always heavy. Especially, like, I always go back to, like, Tyler, the Creator as,
Right.
like, a big, like, point of, like, okay, like, I don't want to listen to just heavy music anymore. I want to listen to more rap because of Tyler, the Creator. And, like, seeing that artist evolve from where he was to where he is now, he's a completely different person when I'm in high school to what he is now.
Yeah. Fair.
And him, like, as a musician, is greater than rap at this point. He doesn't make just rap music. He creates music. Like, he just creates whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah.
And I love that about an artist. That's kind of what, like, I want to do, you know? Like, I just want to go, like, whatever direction I want to go in. Like, this next EP, for instance, I'm just working on EPs right now because I feel like I'm still, as myself, trying to find a concrete sound. Not that I always want to stick with something, like I said, but, like, this next EP has a lot more, like, electronic elements put into it
Okay.
than the other one. I say the other one was more like, the first EP, Sawyer, was more indie rock, and this one has a lot more indie pop influences on it, you know?
Okay.
I mean, it's still, like, at its center, I'm always writing guitar with it, and I'm always gonna, I think, put guitar on it for the most part, unless I just somehow write something specifically on a piano that I'm just like, I'm gonna fucking make this a song. But, like, I don't even own a keyboard right now. I own a MIDI keyboard that's like 20 something keys, and that's what I use to, like, write stuff on my computer.
Oh, you can do a lot with that, though.
Yeah, you can.
Like,
and Logic Pro, you can kind of do, like, endless amounts of creativity. It's amazing, the musical landscape we live in. You have so much at your fingertips. It is insane what you are able to do. And there's plenty of artists who have shown that.
Randy Marsh was Lord.
Huh?
Yeah, I said Randy Marsh.
Randy Marsh just Lord. Like, there you go.
You can do whatever.
You can literally do whatever you want. Where's he go? He's like, yeah.
Fraser, you can do.
Oh, shout out to South Park.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah, shout out to South Park.
Yeah, for shaping my warped mind.
Yeah.
What are some of your musical influences when it comes, first of all, to the heavier stuff you're writing with Death Tax, formerly known as the Lot Lizards, and the stuff you're doing now? Like, the at least the first EP that you've put out, like the indie rock stuff.
So, like, with Death Tax, the first heavy band that always came to mind and was always at kind of like my core center was System of a Down. I've loved that band since I was a kid, and I've only grown to love them and appreciate them more, especially since they come from a time in, like, metal where, like, a lot of it didn't age well. Like, a lot of the, like, mainstream and, like, new metal, like, bands of the late 90s and 2000s, like, you know, that's not, like, a diss on any of them. Like, I still, like, love those bands, and I like a lot of them, but, like, I don't go back and listen to a lot of them. Like, I don't think a lot of it's aged too well, but, like, System of a Down was, like, always their own thing, and I go back to this a lot, but, like, they were their own sound, and they weren't, like, afraid to kind of stretch the boundaries of what they wanted to do with that sound.
Yeah.
And those are the artists I always feel I kind of gravitate towards the most. There's just such an admirable quality of like, someone taking a risk while simultaneously, like, being able to keep a fan base with them the entire time that's willing to go on that journey wherever they go.
Yeah.
And with like System of a Down, like they were already weird to start. They were fucking weird, and they only get weirder.
Right.
And everyone stayed along with it. They got like MTV Play and regular radio play. They still get regular radio play on like in Fort Wayne. We call it 98.9 The Bear is our heavy station that we have. I haven't listened to it in forever, but that's what I grew up on as a kid.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that band was like the foundation of like, I want to be in a heavy band. And then I found out about the band Converge, and that band like just brought me to like a new level of musicianship and just metal in general. Like Converge is legendary. I mean, the album You Fail Me will forever be one of my favorite records of all time. It's an amazing, like, Converge is a very abrasive band, and I can't tell a single word that guy's saying, but you can read the lyrics too. But just the musicianship of that band is so admirable, and just the shit they write is just next level always. They still come out with perfect records. Even their last one from like 3 or 4 years ago is amazing. Like, that band is legendary and deserves any acclaim they ever get, ever. And then like newer bands like Code Orange really played a huge part in influencing me as trying to write like heavier guitar parts. So just bands like that.
What about for your the softer stuff you're doing now, the indie rock stuff?
Like indie stuff, like I feel like I keep pulling parts from like the tiniest little things. Like I always go like, oh, this like last part is just like slightly a Frank Ocean part, or this part right here is like a Postal Service part, or like what's that other band that Chino Marino has outside of Deftones? Why can't I fucking think of it?
Shit. Outside of
Deftones. The name escapes me. I listened to that album a lot. It's just like one album he had, but that's a really good, like, I would call it like an indie-tronic type album. But yeah, and then like a lot of like weird pop and alternative kind of artists influenced me a lot there. Like I said, like Frank Ocean has inspired me, but then like a lot of contemporary like indie stuff. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like Phoebe Bridgers is like a huge point of inspiration for me, because like she kind of inspired me to write lyrics again, which is something I kind of dabbled in, but not really. But like, she's like someone who I just like, I heard those and I was like, okay, no, I want to write lyrics again, and I want to get better at that and only continue to progress better because of her. Like, and her band she had with a couple other indie singer-songwriters, Lucy Dacus and Julian Baker, they have a band together that they did for one EP. I guess they're technically still a band. Like, they could release something again if they wanted to, but they were called Boy Genius. And that's like one of my favorite like indie albums ever. And then a lot of other contemporary indie stuff like Snail Mail. There's this one like weird indie artist named George Clanton that I really fuck with. But like my influences for this, like I said, for this indie stuff kind of just come from all over the place.
All right. Oh.
Yeah, especially on this next one. Like, this next one I think is really going to show people that like it's not exactly going to sound like the first EP, and then my next EP probably won't sound like this either. I'm still just kind of fucking with a bunch of sounds right now and seeing what works.
Yeah.
Right on.
Okay. And you had told me personally that Guitar Hero kind of helped you get into playing the guitar. Then can you tell us about that a little bit?
I owe a fuck ton to Guitar Hero, and like so do a lot of other people who I guess at least got into playing guitar, because there was that statistic I always hear about that like sales at Guitar Center went up like 400 or 500% after the release of Guitar Hero 3. Like, you can look that up. That like fucking happened. It was the same way that it made the same impact that like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater did for people who wanted to skate.
Yeah,
you're definitely right. Yep.
Brought it into a new level of mainstream, and like that's how like rock was around like the Guitar Hero craze. And And then, you know, as like Guitar Hero died out, like I'm not correlating the two, but like rock kind of like isn't really like the zeitgeist anymore for like any like mainstream hits. I mean, you know, there's elements of it in there, but it's usually rap that's like the mainstream
pop
influence for pop. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I lost track of where I was. What was the question again?
It was about Guitar Hero kind of
Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
As soon as I got to the song "One" Metallica, I listened to that song.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, like I think I want a real guitar. And my dad was always like encouraging me, like, you know, like, I'll be impressed when you get a real guitar. That's probably what most parents said to their kids who were beating through the fire and flames on fucking Expert. And so my mom actually got me my first guitar for Christmas. And go figure, it was a very cheap Fender Starcaster is what they called it, although it wasn't shaped like a traditional Starcaster. It was actually shaped like a Strat. But it was a Rock Band edition. And so like on the back of it, there's this little Rock Band emblem in the metal plate holding the neck together with the 4 screws. So like even then, like I still couldn't get away from it, you know?
Right. Yeah.
And I remember like I first kind of saw that Rock Band logo, and I was like, this almost borderline isn't a real guitar. It was like it had 6 strings on it, but also it was like, this is my first guitar, like, you know, let's just see where it goes from there. And then I started learning a bunch of fucking songs. Some of them I like learned from Guitar Hero, like that. I learned "Sunshine of Your Love" by Cream when I was in 7th grade or 8th grade. I think I was 8th grade then, but I was 13 when I got my first guitar. But I was learning "Sunshine of Your Love" by Cream. That was in Guitar Hero 3. And I learned that entire song. That's like one of the first entire songs I remember learning, which is like something I really loved to actually do. I would look up the like, they call it tabs and that's like
stuff.
Yeah.
And you just look those up online. There's like a website that has tabs for like every song ever. And
Ultimate Guitar tabs, or there's multiple.
Yeah. But I really date it back to Guitar Hero specifically wanted me to play guitar, and the band Metallica themselves like making me really want to fucking play the guitar. Like I fucking love Metallica till the day I die.
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have some real good songs. So your solo EP is called Sawyer. Tell us a little bit about putting it together.
It was just kind of more of like a right in the headspace you are at the time, you know? And so I wrote about love, relationships. I hated my job, so I wrote about that.
Yeah.
I had personal songs in there about dealing with myself before I could come out to people and like identity crisis shit with that. And then the last song on that EP is honestly me kind of saying like that's all in the past now and I'm a better person. The title Sawyer, I can tell you about that alone, is actually the last name. I've never said this like anywhere other than like a couple of friends.
Yeah.
But like the title Sawyer.
Glad to have it here.
Deep cuts here.
Yeah, here you go. We'll get to know finally all 3 of them. The title Sawyer is actually the last name of the family from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay.
Which I am a huge fan of that movie. I fucking love that movie. And like there was always this weird connection I felt with Leatherface that I made up in my head because as a younger self, I always felt like to kind of hide my true self and to hide my sexuality, I would always kind of blend in with the crowd and I would kind of act like, tell it to myself, like, you're just wearing other people's faces to blend in with the crowd. Right. Leatherface literally wears other people's faces. And is kind of not as social because of it, and kind of antisocial in a way, and doesn't really like interacting with the world unless he lashes out at them. And so I just kind of took that as a metaphor of my own. I don't think that was intended at all for the movie, although there's a lot of theories on the movie. yeah, as to what Toby Hooper was saying when he made it. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so I kind of took that, and that's why the song Leatherface on Sawyer is about kind of that feeling of like having to be someone else and not myself. It's a very weird song, but that's why I called it Leatherface.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about that, about coming out? Like, what kind of what kind of reception did you get from it? And was it hard?
Oh, I got all the positive reception in the world, like an overwhelming amount. It was honestly like, and it's always something I look back on and like, I wish I would have done it sooner, you know, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like coming out was like really fucking hard for me, just for insecure reasons and personal issues with people I thought might have a problem with it in my life. But like, ultimately it was like something that like, I'm either going to come out or I'm never going to do it and just never live my best fucking life that I want to live.
Yeah.
You know? And like, what would be the point of living at that point for me? So I was like, you're going to do this fucking shit. And so I did. Like, I came out to my close and personal friends first and then kind of worked my way up to my parents and then was just like, do I make like an actual post to like just let everyone know? And I was like, fuck it. I've held it in for this long. I'm just gonna tell everyone straight up, like, yo, here's what I am. There you go. And I made a long-winded post about it. And it was amazing. Like, I got so much love from it, which I mean I didn't really like think that people were gonna be like, what the fuck in this day and age, but like
right,
you know,
right.
there are
You never know,
like
man.
that. No one that I associate myself with because
Good. Yeah.
Fuck that. Yeah. But like
Yeah.
it was overwhelming. I still like to this day look back at that like post just to see the comments, and it honestly like makes me cry. Like, it makes me feel so good, and to like know that, you know, I'm surrounded by just only people that love me, and that's ultimately what everyone should be trying to do, is surrounding themselves with people who love and care about you. Because if you're not, then you know you're never going to really be in the right headspace where you feel like you can talk about anything with those people. And that's ultimately like, you know, it's like one of the messages I kind of want to like incorporate into my songs is, you know, that like you can, especially on a couple of them on Sawyer's, you know, just, well, especially the last one, like, just fuck what anyone perceives about you. Like, you got, like, I mean, I know it's cliche, but you got to be yourself. You got to be your fucking self.
Yeah.
You know, you got to stop hiding. You got to stop trying to pretending to be someone else. Like, it's not fucking worth it, you know?
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
I remember seeing that post, and man, I love you, man. Like, we don't know each other like super well and stuff, but like,
I'm gonna fucking cry.
but I've come to love you. Like, man, yeah.
By the way, I replaced all this with vodka.
Hell yeah.
Conversation.
I love you too. And James, I barely know you, but I love you,
bud. Nice to meet you today. Love you.
I'm so happy that like everybody, like the reception for it was good, and like and
super fucking positive.
Yeah.
I can say it was a lot more like people cared than I thought would.
Yeah, and I feel
If
like
that makes sense.
I feel like most people feel that way. Like, they feel like that maybe not as many people care about them than they think do, and so, man,
Absolutely.
awesome.
Yeah.
I really
One of the
appreciate
best days of my life.
I really appreciate you talking about it, because I was thinking about asking you about it, and then I was like, okay, when you said something about it, I was like, all right, we're gonna ask about it here. So,
Oh yeah, I'm more than willing to open up about that shit. You know, I mean, I know there's a video game podcast, but like, also like, be your fucking self. You know, don't be afraid of what anyone thinks.
Applies,
you are you.
Yeah, don't be entitled when you're a hunter.
You are loved by someone somewhere.
Yeah. Chat says, thank you for sharing your life with us. Sawyer is beautiful. Damn it, now I am crying. We're all gonna cry here.
I'm one shot of vodka in.
This is too early.
There's a little bit of emotion in me.
Yeah.
Stop.
All right. I have a few more questions about the record and your music, and then
Go for it.
and then we'll be wrapping up after that. We have another segment after that, but then we'll be wrapping up.
Oh yeah.
Lost my spot. So you recorded. Go ahead.
Yep.
Yeah, you recorded all the
so,
musical parts on your record yourself, then.
Yeah, I created all the instrumentals for them. Aside from a couple key parts, like keyboard parts that actually my friend Caleb Lewis threw in. Caleb Lewis of the band We Love You. Shout out to We Love You. Listen to them. Also shout out to Champion Recording, Caleb Lewis's recording label brand that he created as a brand last year, and that's what he's going under for anything he releases or mixes and masters. That's done by Champion OI Recording. That's what it is.
Champion OI Recording.
Capital O dot capital I dot recording. And so give him a follow on Instagram.
Cool.
And hit him up if you want to get your music recorded. He'll set everything up. He'll let you play the instruments and sing and shit. And then he'll mix and master that shit and make it sound fire. But yeah, I created all the instrumentals for that. I don't own a drum kit, so I used good old Logic Pro to literally build like those drum sounds.
Yeah.
And that's what you're on those records. You're actually hearing literally just an electronic drum kit.
Yep.
Like that's not a real drum set. And
clicks on a keyboard. That's cool that you can do that, though. I mean,
it's so amazing. And like
album.
There's literally like a paintbrush tool where you count in like the kick pedal where you want those placed and individually want the snares placed. It's kind of a long and tedious process.
It's very long.
work with what you have.
Yeah.
And it works for me. So I'm literally like painting my music right there. I recorded the guitars and bass live and the vocals, and then any electronic instruments are, mostly percussion and keyboard parts. Like I said, Caleb threw in a couple keyboard parts that I felt were needed for a couple songs, and they worked out well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Brosteroni.
So you play a lot of instruments, obviously. What all instruments do you play?
I can play guitar, I can play bass, I can play drums to a degree. I'm not fucking like the fastest amazing player at drums, but I mean I can play enough to hold a beat. Although it's probably a lot easier for me to just create the drum beats I did through Logic on there.
Yeah.
Not only because I had a drum kit, but I wouldn't have to keep doing recording takes of them over and over again, and it just overall made the recording sessions cheaper because I'm an indie artist with a budget. So
yeah, right.
Yeah, but yeah, I can play that. I can play the piano by ear, although not too well. I mean, I play all my instruments by ear. I've never learned to actually read sheet music. Even when I was in band class, I got away with it because it was just percussion. I can read and count notes. I just can't read notes on a scale.
Yeah,
really well. Like it'll take. I can't sight read. If you ever took band class, like you know what I'm talking about. Like sight reading, those people are fucking crazy. I don't know how they do it, but it's amazing.
It's hard.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your voice is beautiful on the record. Did you have vocal training or did you teach yourself?
No, I just kind of taught myself, and like I've taken on
from the heart.
Yeah. I've taken on a few vocal styles before. Like I was in the band You're Letting the Light In like 2018. Yeah. Do you remember that band, Derek?
I do remember it. I did some embroidery stuff for you guys, some hats or something.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, and so like I kind of sang a little differently in that band. It was a lot less subtle, is how I'll call it. My voice was a lot more like, I mean, you sound like an emo band, of that era. But like, and then I've also done a few screaming parts in Lizards that I would do live as well. But so I'm just, I look at every instrument or every musical project that I'm in, no matter what, to a degree, you're playing a character. Mm-hmm. Like even if you're singing as just yourself, you're still playing a character to a degree. because that character is singing, and you would never just sing your way through everything you talk about in fucking life and someone in real life, you know?
Right.
And so it's kind of just finding your voice, kind of finding your character, finding the mood you want to set for that song, and portraying it in a believable enough way that sounds authentic, the way you want it to be portrayed, because it's a life experience you want to try and get across to people.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Pine Run is a hit, but my opinion. But my personal favorite on the record is I'm Fine, Everything's Fine. Do you have a personal favorite?
I think Hold Me Back is probably my favorite. That's actually the most streamed one I see. Like when you go to the Spotify my top 5 played songs, which I only have 5 songs released on there right now.
Right.
But like the top played one is like Hold Me Back, and there's even a music video out for Pine Run, which I thought would kind of boost it even more. I mean, it did. Like Pine Run has like over 2,000 streams. Hold Me Back just hit over 1,000. I think the other day. I didn't notice when it did, but I looked on there today and I was like, oh shit, it's at over 1,000.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So, but yeah, people really love that song, and like, I wish I could do a music video for it, but I feel like I'm on the cusp. I don't know that word.
Cusp. Cusp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of releasing this next EP, because we're in the process of mixing and mastering it. That I don't want to do a music video for it and then release it right before I release this other EP. But I don't know. Fuck it, I might.
Fuck it, I might.
People really like that song. It's the most played song on my Spotify right as of right now. It's in the top played, even though it doesn't have the most streams. Like that's the one that's getting most played recently.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Which I think is dope because I love that song. It's definitely the more positive of the songs on there.
Okay. Yeah. That's the final track, right? That's track 5 on the EP. Oh.
Uh-oh.
I think Adam.
Sorry, it kind of cut out.
Yeah. I said.
Are we good now?
Yeah, we're good. Can you hear me?
Good.
Back online.
Yep.
Okay, I was just asking if that was the final track on the EP then, right? Hold Me Back?
Yeah, Hold Me Back is,
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess...
That's a very fitting one.
Yeah, you've already answered this kind of, but you're planning a new record. How soon do you expect it to be finished and released?
Hopefully by like the end of April. I kind of want it out by the end of March, but I mean, there's only so much I can schedule in. For someone Caleb is very busy recording other artists as well and stuff, and doing live streams and stuff. So I'm just like, I bug him a lot. I'm like, hey, when can we do this? When can we do this? I'll probably bug him tonight and be like, when can we set this up? But I'm always.
Oh. May have lost you again. Hopefully it comes back here. You're still there, right, James?
Yeah, I'm still here. Still kicking.
All right. Well, we'll wait a second here.
Here's one of the songs off the record.
I mean, we plan on doing that at the end. We plan on playing his single at the end.
Yeah, we're
if we have to stop early, we might go straight into that. We'll see if he comes back here.
Yeah. Who's our next guest? We can give people a teaser.
Yeah, our next guest is, I have a couple friends that are doing a sports podcast. They go by the names Luchador Kid, Johnny Outsider, and the Luchador Kid. They're into wrestling and stuff, but it's a football podcast. But we're gonna talk video games and stuff too. So check that out. I think that's gonna be next week.
Should be a good experience.
Looks like he left.
Hello.
Yeah, that we got audio.
Yeah, we hear him.
Yeah, we're still hearing.
All right, we don't have video yet, but
hold on, we'll get there.
There he is. Sorry, man.
just to inform everyone in the chat, my USB wasn't plugged into the wall, and so it wasn't actually charging when I charged it, and it was at 10%. I'm so glad this is still up. Okay, we're back. We're back. What was I saying?
I'm back.
You were saying
no one better have left.
I don't think anybody did. You were saying.
So yeah.
Go ahead, James.
Talking about, I guess, your next record coming out. You're looking for the end of April.
Yeah, I'm hoping for the end of April, at least a single and like a music video. But
Okay.
that'll all be planned really rapidly and last minute because that's how I always work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. That's the way,
Yeah.
that's the way you do those things, right?
Mhm.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Can we expect to see you play these songs live once live music is a
Barring
reality
COVID.
for us again?
Absolutely. That's going to be a necessity. That's a necessity for anyone. I cannot wait to start booking shows, and I want to do at least one live stream maybe before this shit all ends, depending on how longer it's going to last. You know, we're kind of definitely looking at the end of it, I think, right now, with the vaccine being rolled out, and I'm going to get here probably tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a face
for my first dose.
Yeah, my first dose is April 20th, so
hell yeah.
Nice.
Blaze it.
My girlfriend was like, should we have you go in at 420 on 420? And I was like, no, I want to get out of work to go do it. So let's do it before that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Fair.
But I appreciate her dedication to the bit.
Yeah. But also, Facebook comment says, are we going to see this EP or any other EPs or later stuff of yours later on vinyl?
I would love to get it on vinyl. I think I had a friend tell me actually like a cheap way I can actually do it. And I only know this because he took my songs and actually got them put onto vinyl because he wanted it so bad.
Yeah.
That he got them ripped off of after he bought them. And he just he took those files and got them put onto vinyl, and he showed me, and I was like, wow, I mean, you want to just like handle like shipping out vinyl for me? I'll think about it. Like, honestly, like,
yeah, have him.
I just thought it was
not a bad deal. Yeah,
have him do it because I want to buy one. I don't really play CDs. But we collect vinyl.
No one plays CDs anymore.
Yeah, so like
CDs are more obsolete.
So
I mean, people play CDs. Shout out to people who play CDs, but like in reality, no one listens to CDs anymore. It's you either stream it or you buy it on vinyl because you love it enough.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's
definitely.
Yeah. I know someone who's getting into 8-tracks.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Talk about it.
I do want to put my songs on cassette tapes. I think that would be cool.
That would
Those always
cool.
sell because that's like that to me is like the vinyl of car.
That's a throwback.
Like,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't even think my car has a cassette player. I'll have to get one installed after
Some people do. Some people just buy it just to say they own it on cassette. I mean, Blizzards does that, and DefTax, like DefTax will continue to do that, I'm sure. Like cassette tapes are fucking cool.
I think it's cool.
And you can always get them in all sorts of different colors. Like, I'll look into that for sure.
Right on.
Definitely.
Man, I keep losing track of where we're at on my phone here.
Yeah, I have. I can get him. What? If you had do you have like a dream venue or a venue you'd love to perform at? Like if you have like a one spot you want to play.
A dream venue? Shit, dude, I don't know. You're asking someone who's played in 3 states, and most of them have been like house shows. You know, I mean, you take what you get offered, but
right.
I mean, I would just love to play in a bigger venue in like Chicago somewhere, or I want to make my way all the way to like, I don't know. I want to play I definitely want to play somewhere in like Los Angeles eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just trying to look for anywhere that'll take me, you know?
Yeah.
At this point.
Have you thought about playing a show during middle waves if you haven't already?
During what?
Middle waves? Do you know what
middle waves?
Yeah, I guess it's like my girlfriend was telling me she knows Fort Wayne pretty well, and it's like a event here in Fort Wayne. I don't know it because I just moved here, but
I'm not familiar with like the events that go on. Like, is that like a downtown thing, like up at probably the like pavilion they have in that park?
Probably.
Something like that.
I don't know.
I mean, if they like me enough and want me to play, I don't see why not. You know?
Okay. All right. What about
nothing's off the table?
Yeah, nothing's off the table. Have you played at any of the local bars like the breast. Have you played any of your indie music yet? But also, what kind of places have you played at in Death Tax / Lot Lizards?
I have not played a single live venue at all as my solo stuff, and I have not done like even a live stream yet. Like I said, that this all came into fruition and like was a solid concrete idea. Definitely once COVID started.
Yeah.
So that's when I was like, that no one was trying to play a show, and no one is still trying to play a show right now.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I mean, as Death Tex, I mean, when I was in that band, we played at the Brass Rail. We've played at the Glory Hub, which I think is now called the Vibes Venue, which is just off of East Berry Street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just kind of off of like North Anthony Boulevard, which you take off of Coliseum. And then in Fort Wayne, we used to play at O'Sullivan's. I don't know if we played there when I was in Lizards, but we definitely played there when I was in Empty, which was shout out to Empty when I was in that. That was the like death metal band I was talking about. Yeah. The Shot Glass is actually an Empty Shot Glass.
I actually saw Empty play once, but I don't think I met you then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I saw you guys play at Cahoots in Angola.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
We definitely. Oh my god. What night was it? Like the festival we put on, or
I'm not sure.
That Joey put on.
I'm not sure. I remember picking up like one of your guys' CDs, and like you had colored like the covers, the album covers like different colors or whatever. I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. I think there were two other bands. I think there were two other bands that played with you, but I honestly don't remember.
Was there a band that was like a metalcore gent kind of band that was called Hype Rider?
Yes. Yeah, it was Hype Rider.
Okay, so I remember that night.
Yeah.
You were there? No shit.
I was there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. But I hadn't met you yet though. I didn't meet you until I didn't really like talk to you until you were in the Lot Lizards. Got comments here about Middle Waves. Middle Waves is a summer concert series. There are different stages and different local artists are highlighted. Think Woodstock or Coachella, but Fort Wayne edition.
Oh, sick. So just like local.
Yeah, so I guess definitely something to look into.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I probably didn't know about it because I don't know how many like hardcore, like extreme, like metalcore bands they're probably willing to put up on those main stages. Like I don't know. I don't know what they're looking for. But like,
well, I suppose
what sucks about that is that generally you have to make your own venues for those, which is why the scene is so underground, which I love.
I agree with you. I suppose the question was more about like after COVID, like you plan on doing something like that, like with your indie stuff. Yeah.
If someone approaches me, then yeah, like I said, I mean, I'll play anywhere. You know?
Right on. Yeah. Hell yeah. Tell us a little bit about your TikTok.
Well, I don't know. It's something like a friend told me to get, and I was like, like back in like beginning of 2020, and I had it for 2 seconds, and I was like, nah, and I like kind of just deleted it, and then I like pulled it back up, and I was like, God, I'm really fucking bored during this quarantine. And I just started throwing out some fried content, and then now I'm like a D-list celebrity on TikTok.
Hell yeah.
I have like a few thousand followers. It's nothing, but like it's fun. TikTok is fun.
Hell yeah.
And it's like an underutilized platform right now for people promoting, I mean, just any sort of art. Like I see people promoting like their music, they're a hairstylist, or they're just a painter, or they're making a movie or something. Like, I don't know, like TikTok's kind of just like the newest form of social media that I think some people are just now catching on to. But I mean, you can reach a lot of new people that way and meet a lot of new people that way, which I think is cool. I mean, that's what social media is all about. And that's why we have it.
Yeah.
You know?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's really all of the questions I have for you.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get into a segment called Game Cloth This or That, where we'll name one thing and then name another thing, and you choose what you like better.
Oh hell yeah, I love this.
And then after that, we'll plug our stuff, and then we say goodbye. And we'll play Adam Single at the end. So stick around. We're gonna play Pine Run at the end. If you haven't checked it out, you get a chance to listen to it. All right, so we're gonna start right now with Game Cloth This or That, and I'm pretty sure we already know the answer to this one. But Guitar Hero or
Rock Band?
Guitar Hero, personally.
That's
not just on Rock Band.
Yeah,
I like Rock Band.
Sorry,
That's the
James.
better part
I
of it.
should have said we were doing it differently last time. I'll do it back the way we were doing it. Yeah. Coffee or tea?
Do you like
Tea. Even though I get coffee more, and I'll say coffee with quotations because I get like the Starbucks like bullshit. Like I get like something that's very sweet, very sugary. I'm not there yet. I'm not at the level of like give me something very dry. Give me the blackest coffee you have. I'm not there yet. I'm still pussy.
Scorching hot. That's the only way I drink.
Yeah, but probably like tea. Like I mean tea. I feel like there's just it calms me.
Yeah,
coffee doesn't really calm me.
Yeah,
fair enough.
It doesn't calm me.
Yeah, it does. It makes me anxious and sweaty. Do you like recording or playing live music better?
Playing live.
Absolutely.
In my experience, like playing like there's nothing like it. There isn't. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Extrovert or introvert?
That's kind of tough. I honestly, I feel like I'd have to take one of those as like a test thing. I've been more extrovert in recent years, but like I think at heart I'm an introvert. I really do.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Bow or sword?
Well, I would have to probably go. See, I look at bow and I'm like, that's so much more practical. But then I look at sword and I'm like, that's so much more badass.
That's my exact
like if
response.
the apocalypse happens, I want a bow. But if I just want to do a cool photo shoot, I'll get a sword. I'll have to choose the bow. I can't let the stupidity get the better of me. I can shoot you from a distance if you have a fucking sword. What are you gonna do? Smack the arrow out? You're not a Jedi.
You're not a Jedi.
No, bro, all the way.
Pop or soda?
What do they say in the Midwest? Pop.
Soda. Pop.
I say soda.
I don't know,
but I've been I've been all over the place
anymore.
I don't think it's as regional as.
And sometimes I find myself saying pop. So I don't know.
It's random.
How about this? Sparkling water, because I don't really drink pop anymore.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, healthy.
But I did drink a Sprite last night, so don't take that for like.
Yeah, 100%. I don't exclusively sparkling. Whiskey or beer?
Whiskey. Beer makes me feel bloated. I got drunk off a beer once, and never again. It's not a good time. I don't know what psycho is drinking only beer. Like that shot of vodka is like worth like 3 beers, 4 beers. Like fuck that. I'll take the shot of vodka.
Yeah, right. Yeah. All right.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Feel that?
Tacos or pizza?
Tacos.
Hell yeah.
RPGs or shooters?
I don't know. Like I said, like I've never been a huge fan of either, but probably RPGs. I mean, like, do all those like action adventure games like Skyrim and shit count as RPGs?
Yeah. But I feel like if you can change skills and stuff like that, then
RPGs
all your character and class.
Fallout or Elder Scrolls?
See, I've never really been into either. I guess I'll just base it probably Elder Scrolls, I would say. But like I've played about an hour of Fallout 3. I've played about an hour of I probably play a little more Skyrim, but like I don't know. Skyrim setting interested me more.
Okay. All right.
Fallout's sick though. I hear New Vegas is the best one. I wouldn't know, but
It's my favorite.
It's not.
Some people.
A lot of
some
people
are
have been
wrong,
saying
but
New Vegas is the best.
I think
Not
New
my
Vegas is really
favorite,
good.
but that's okay.
What's your favorite?
3. Fallout 3.
3.
Yeah,
Nice.
3 is good too. 3 is probably my second favorite.
That's the one I played.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Which one are we on? GTA or Red Dead? I guess we probably know the answer to this one.
Honestly, yeah, probably GTA, but I fucking love Red Dead. Did you play 2?
Yep.
Yeah.
I haven't beaten it,
Good
but
game.
yeah,
2 was
it's
yeah,
good so
you
far.
haven't beaten it because it's like
Massive.
1,000 hours long. It's ridiculous.
It's a long game.
Probably
thinking.
GTA. You can have more fun with GTA, but if you want a better story, you'll play Red Dead. GTA story is kind of just like there for the fun and shenanigans.
Yeah.
Of killing cops. Anyway.
I'm gonna skip the Pokemon question because we kind of already went over that. Mario or Zelda?
Zelda.
I figured.
Yeah.
Taking Back Sunday or Brand New?
In terms of their music, probably Brand New.
Yeah.
It just resonated with me on a more personal level. But I listen to Taking Back Sunday more when I want to have fun.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah. I once crowd surfed to them playing.
Cool.
What's their hit? What's that biggest song they had in 2006?
Cute Without the E. Is that
that was before that?
That was before that.
Yeah,
this one was even
right.
bigger. What was it called? Make Damn Sure.
Make Damn Sure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. I crowd surfed to that, and I cherish that moment forever.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh my god.
Definitely.
Amazing.
Every Time I Die or Between the Buried and Me?
Every Time I Die. I haven't even listened to much Between the Buried and Me, to be honest.
Oh, fair.
Whereas through Joey, I've been exposed to a fuck ton of Every Time I Die, and that band's amazing. So
I agree.
I know from what I've heard off of Between the Buried and Me, I would definitely choose Every Time I Die over them.
Okay. All right. That is it for our this or that.
Hell yeah.
So we're going to move on to just plugging our stuff, and then we'll say goodbye. And then again, I'm going to play Adam's single at the end of the feed here. So stick with it if you want to hear it.
Stick around.
But if you don't have time to hear it, we're also going to give the links out. So you can follow. Obviously, we're on Game Claw's Facebook page right now. So obviously share, comment, whatever. You can follow us at Instagram at /OG Gamecloth, Twitter OG Gamecloth. Adam's wearing our new moon.
Shout out to their shirts.
Our moon shirt. You can get that shirt at www.gamecloth.online. That's www.gameclothonline. Check it out. We have these hats on there too. Mine's backwards because of my whole setup here, but James is wearing one. And then we have TikTok, but we're not a D-list TikTok celebrity like Adam is yet. So, but we're working on it. So,
cool. Give him a follow anyway.
Yeah. Mostly it's just production videos on there right now, but I want to do some funny skits and stuff. I just haven't gotten around to it. It's
a good place to do it.
Like video game comedy skits, but we haven't gotten to that yet. Anyway, that's all of our plugs. Adam. Go ahead and plug your stuff, buddy.
Okay. Well, I don't really actually have a music Facebook page for my music. I mean, if you're friends with me, you're friends with me. But so add me as a friend. I mean, I promote stuff to my thousands of friends I have on there. But Instagram, probably my main page to follow me on for keeping up to date on stuff I'm releasing or merch I might be adding. You can follow me on TikTok as well. I'm trying to just get more followers on that because it's really fun. Follow me on Twitter, for the love of God. I want more Twitter.
Uh-oh. I think we lost fucking right at the end here.
Wow.
Well, follow, since you guys can't see him, follow him on all the social medias. Follow him on Bandcamp, or you can get his record on Bandcamp. You can get his record or Spotify. Okay, there you go.
Bandcamp. I'm streaming on Spotify, Apple Music.
Yeah.
Music video for Pine Run is out on YouTube now. You can buy some merch that I have on my Bandcamp page. I think those are all basically linked in here somewhere.
Yes.
Do we lose Derek? Oh, no.
No, I'm right here. Sorry. Here's the
Hell
shirt.
yeah.
Yep.
There's the shirt.
All right.
Little guy just drowned in the water in there.
Yeah. Yeah, so check out all that stuff. This was a long one today, but I had a lot of fun with you guys. It was hella fun.
I did too. This was so much fun.
Yeah,
you guys are my first
time.
Interview / podcast / whatever that I've done.
Yeah. That's awesome. And we appreciate that, to be honest.
Thanks, dude. I'm honored.
Yeah. So anyways, we're going to say goodbye here. I'm going to play Adam's single at the end, so stick with us if you want to listen to it. If not, check him out on all of the links he gave out before that, and I had a great time. Bye, guys.
Hell yeah. Bye.
Toodles.
It was awesome.
Good times. Nice to meet you. See y'all.
Nice to meet you.
Around.
Excuses as to why I never ride. Instead I'll go to a space. It's where my head was sheltered and blind. I'm going back to Pine Run Drive, back to peace of mind. Everything's fine. Drive back to peace of mind. I fell out of a plane when I hit the ground. It was just another dream of death, 'cause I haven't felt awake in several months. Since last December, that's the last good time I remember. I wish I could erase you from my mind. Eternal sunshine, it's eating me alive. Just let me dream and overdose. Put me in a coma and hold me close. And now you don't